Association.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
There's local politics, bud.
I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Get these clowns out of here.
Why would they do that?
You were having a freaking game.
Dude. It's a cocky bunch, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Clip Brock here with you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. You can find us on 1250, 930 online, pr927fm.com. And watch the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Make sure you are following everything we do on Facebook. We got links to articles, all the latest news and notes, videos. It's all there. And you can see some press conferences that went down earlier today and yesterday. Yesterday with Mike Schwartz. Today with Mike Houston, Donnie Kirkpatrick, and Blake Harrell. They'll be posted on YouTube. You can watch in their entirety. We got a lot of stuff going on today with National Signing Day, National Grown Man Freakout Day. We'll talk about that. We will be opening up the treasure chest twice in this 3-hour program. One time in hour 1, one time in hour 3. So get your dialing finger ready. We still have 4 prizes left in the treasure chest, and we have today and tomorrow to get rid of those prizes. So we'll be doing that coming up today, 2 tomorrow, to empty out the 2022 Pirate Radio treasure chest. The voice, Jeff Charles, will join us at 4 o'clock. We'll talk Pirate Hoops as they go at it tonight with High Point. 6 o'clock start. So Chandler and I will be rushing over to Minji's Coliseum right after this program to watch that game coming up tonight. I'll give you a line in a moment. Have you looked at the line, Chandler? All right, we'll play Guess the Line coming up in just a moment. Patrick Mason, Daily Reflector, will be in Minji's tonight. He'll join us in the Pirate Radio studios at 4:30. And Mike Mullis coming up at 5 o'clock to get you ready for Christmas. Mike Mullis, the guy you want decking your halls this holiday season. All right, Shirley Rhodes is here. Chandler Honeycutt is here. We love having Shirley back, but man, all-time performance by Wes Hines yesterday. As evidence of all the work Shirley had to do today to build promos from yesterday's show, Wes was he was in a mood yesterday, Shirley.
Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed was, whoo, he was on one yesterday.
He snored at one of Chandler's stories
that I had literally just got started with. I wasn't even done with the first sentence of my story, and he started snoring. I think Wes Hines hates me.
Chandler, you're a great guy. You get along with pretty much everyone, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Wes cannot stand you for some reason.
I mean,
it is a very odd feud, and it's a one-sided feud. You like Wes.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with Wes Hines. I don't have a problem with him at all. I love him.
Well, see, this is the sad thing, though, because I've never known Wes to not like someone, like, publicly.
Yeah, you get along.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's told me, but I don't like that guy, or whatever. But he usually does it in private. I've never seen him like on the radio, just flat out have such disdain for someone.
Yeah, you found that out yesterday, that he is indeed able to hate someone publicly on a sports talk radio station, and I was on the other end of that gun.
I got to imagine you don't have many haters, Chandler.
I don't. I mean, not that I know of.
Yeah.
Especially people that I know hate me.
Yeah. But you got one now.
I got one now, and people go, "Oh, is it like an old high school enemy? Is it someone that maybe you used to play sports against?" No. It's actually the engineer at the place that I work. It's Wes Hines.
Wow.
John Moody checking in says, "I want to be a non-celebrity bowl picker clipper." All right, John, give us a call, 317-1250.
No.
Whoa!
All right.
Whoa!
All right.
Not before I get to pick, because I was supposed to pick the Duke's Mayo Bowl, and you gave that to Jonathan.
We got sidetracked on something. I believe a conversation started by Jansen, who says, "Clipper, good to see you, buddy."
Clipper!
Good to see you, pal.
How's it hanging, buddy roll?
Actually, I can't see you. We need to find an app where I can see all the watchers watching the show.
Like they could be in their car, they could be in their living room.
Yeah. I mean, it's not fair. They get to see us. We don't get to see them, right?
Yeah. I want to see you guys.
Yeah. Show us your face. I want to
shake his hand.
I want to shake your hand.
I want to shake your hand.
All right. So, a lot to do. We'll get our Flight by Yingling practice report in a moment. Hear from, we got Mike Houston, Donnie Kirkpatrick, Blake Harrell, and Mike Schwartz audio to get to. We definitely will get to some of the Schwartz today. We might save the football for tomorrow. We'll have time to play some of it, though, but a lot of audio and video captured earlier today as the Pirates get ready for the Chanticleers coming up less than a week from today. Steve says let Chad call in and pick a bowl. It'll be the first time he will have gotten through the phone lines. Look,
wow.
Shirley.
You know what, guys? Hold on. Let me just say something. There is a lot of hate going on right now. Wes hates me.
Yeah.
You just said no to John Moody wanting to be a bowl picker. And now Steve is taking shots at Chad Moore. It's Christmas time, guys. Can we just love each other?
You know what? Today's show is all about love. I want you to share a compliment with us, and we'll share one back with you. So on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, give us a compliment. We'll give you one back. We'll give you two back. How about that?
Yes.
A 1-for-2 deal.
I like it.
And we'll go ahead and start. Chandler, you look nice today.
Thank you, buddy.
I like your shirt. I like your jacket.
Clip, you also look nice today, and I look forward to working with you every single day of my life.
Thank you. That is nice to hear, and it gives me reason to come into work, knowing that you'll be excited to see me.
Shirley, you do a great job for us, and if it wasn't for you, this place would probably go in the can.
Thank you.
You are the backbone of Pirate Radio, and by the way, you look nice today.
Why, thank you, Chandler.
Shirley, nobody sees all the work you do. They hear you on the pregame. They hear you on this show. They'll hear you on some commercials, promos, things like that. Mm-hmm. They don't see the log updates.
The grind
every day. They don't see the work you do with our sponsors, with our clients, all the paperwork, all of the producing you do with the commercials. Nobody sees that. Nope. And you don't get a lot of thanks for that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much.
I haven't thanked you yet.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm here.
I was thanking you for the compliment.
Oh, okay. You're welcome for that. And I'm here to say thank you. And also, fantastic work. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir.
And I have full confidence that you will keep up said good work.
Thank you, Chandler. Clip, your comedic talent that you bring to this show, the 40 bowls in 14 days genres.
the little scary.
The little scary diss track. And all of the various things that you come up with that add another level of entertainment to this show is outstanding.
Why, thank you, Shirley. That is nice to hear.
Chandler, despite every once in a while not knowing what day it is,
Easy.
you bring another level of entertainment to this show. You also bring a level of humor.
Thank you.
Humor. And a level of cheerfulness that on most days I lack. And and I certainly appreciate it because there are days where your cheerfulness carries this show when I cannot. So I appreciate that very much.
That was well said. I think that was pretty sincere. That was nice.
It is
Shirley.
very insincere. You know I don't say anything that's insincere. Was
that insincere?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm the type of person, if I'm going to say something about you, I'm not going to talk behind your back. My mom used to tell me all the time, don't say something behind somebody's back that you're not willing to say to their face. So if I don't like you, I will tell you to your face.
Your mama raised you right.
Yeah, well, and she raised me with her foot up my rear too. But, I have to behave myself.
All right, let's see how we did. Steve says, Clip, you're a charming guy. Chandler, you're the best long snapper alive.
Sweet.
Shirley, I like you more than the other two.
Wait, who said that?
Steve.
Oh, God.
Now we have to give Steve 2 compliments. Steve, you're very good at music and Saved by the Bell trivia. And you're very knowledgeable about sports and wrestling.
Steve, I appreciate your loyalness. Is that a word? No. Loyalty to this show every day. You're literally in the comment section every single day. It's all about consistency in life. And you're consistent in the comment section. You're consistent at trivia every Wednesday. And you're very consistent in just a lot of things. And I really do appreciate you and the support that you've had for Pirate Radio over the years.
And to piggyback on that, I would sincerely like to say thank you to Steve for being one of a handful of Pirate Radio listeners that physically will walk into this building and bring us treats unannounced and kind of take care of us behind the scenes. So we appreciate that very much.
Yes.
Very much. Let's see. Craig says Chandler has a glorious chin strap headset.
The chin strap.
So now you owe Craig a compliment.
Craig, first of all, you also are a loyal listener and viewer of Pirate Radio. I appreciate that. And I also appreciate you coming up with the chin strap bit. I actually kind of like it. The chin strap is what I kind of took from the chin strap thing. But Craig, just appreciate you. I'm sure you have a wonderful family. I've never met them before in my life, but just you also have a great sense of humor, I see, in the comments section.
And Craig is a bigger man than most. He will admit when he's wrong.
That's right.
And that is a great
That really is a great trait to have.
trait. That's a good word. It's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, and he did that the other day when he thought that, and I thought that if ECU was to beat UCF during the kneel down situation, the debacle that was the Thursday night senior night for Shane Carden and Justin Hardy, he did admit that he was wrong.
So you did think that. The other day you told me you didn't. Interesting.
No, okay. Let's just keep on with the compliments.
You got it, buddy. John Moody says, thanks for all the long hours of coverage this year on the pre- and post-game shows. John, thank you for not only listening to those long hours, but also the long hours you put in on keeping East Carolina's campus beautiful. David says, Clip, you look less fat today. David, thank you very much. You know, I would say every day I strive to be less fat, but that's not really true. I do not watch my weight, do not watch my calories. I tend to just kind of eat what I want. I don't exercise. I may not be on this earth much longer. But as long as I am, I do it to entertain you and people like you. And I would like to thank you for the compliment and for chiming in and being a part of today's show. Cannon says, are we going to against High Point basketball? Yes, we're going to against them. Steve says, Chandler, I hate you less than Wes does. That's nice.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Craig says, Shirley, you look great today.
Thank you.
Craig says, Clip, you're just a good dude. Man, now that hits the feels right there. Thank you, Craig. From what I know about you, you're a great guy as well. I'd call you swell. Rich says, you guys make the late afternoon work grind more tolerable.
And we all do it for the great people like you, Rich.
Sometimes I think about that. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm just up here, existing, living, forgetting that I need to inform, entertain, infotain people. Thank you for reminding me that I have a job to do, and that job is to get you through your workday. And Rich, thank you, because I think our friendship is rich.
Wow.
I've never met you before.
That's love.
Jerry and Vic says, I love nice radio. It is nice, right?
It's nice.
It kind of feels, Shirley, like the two ladies in sweaters, the sweaty balls on Saturday Night Live.
On PRL.
NPR on
Good
PRL.
Times. Good times. Good times.
Good times. Steve says, Troy, I appreciate you giving Clip so much material to work with. Troy does give me a bounty of material. Jonathan says, late to the party, what are we doing? Complimenting the great Pirate Radio staff? Jonathan, if you'd like to, you can. And if you do, we'll give you one back. If not, that's fine. We don't want to pressure anybody. Mm-hmm. But there's so much hate in the world.
There was hate yesterday and earlier in the show. And I had to put a stop to it. And I said, can we just all love each other? Can we all join hand in hand and love one another? And that's what we're doing right now.
Blake Saunders says, all three of you have great singing voices. Well, Blake, my compliment to you is you have great listening ears.
I agree.
And you have great taste in singing voices.
And just to give you an example, let's do a little warm up here. So I'll start and then y'all go. All right, you start.
I was trying to.
Chandler, you start.
What are we doing?
You start and I'll show you. Do what I just did.
Wow.
I didn't know if I should go high or low.
I gotta say. That sounded good.
That was good.
You can't deny.
That was good.
That was pretty
I
good.
kind of want to do it again. I'm sorry. I was my fault.
That's right.
Shirley, you came in perfectly, and it just.
I just started laughing.
I want to enjoy it and not be a part of it, but we do have good singing voices, so we have to do it one more time. Chandler, let's go. Wow. You know what, Blake? You're right. We have great singing voices, and you have great ears.
We're that good.
Johnny is in the live. He said the chemistry on this show is amazing. We have great chemistry.
I've heard that from several listeners, and I do appreciate that because I feel comfortable around Clip and Shirley. I feel like I can be myself around them, and that's a very important feeling to have when you're around somebody.
We've got our tubes, our beakers.
Mm-hmm. Beakers.
Mm-hmm.
Our, what do you call the skinny ones? Test tubes?
I guess you would just
There's a word for them. I can't remember. I'm not good at chemistry, but we do have chemistry.
Yes.
And Johnny, thank you for
the stats.
Hey, look, without you guys, we're nothing. We're a bunch of nobodies just sitting here talking to ourselves.
And for someone like Johnny to say that really means a lot because Johnny could just sit back and listen. But Johnny kind of He feeds us stats.
That's right. He makes the show better.
He says, hey, here's some stats that you can put on your radio show.
And this is not, hey, East Carolina has 7 wins this year.
No.
Not something like that.
No.
He gets into the weeds.
He gets down to the nitty-gritty.
I think something else we're showing here today, Chandler, this is a great idea to do nice compliment radio. It seems like if everything's going okay, if you like your food, if you have a pleasant experience, it's like, all right, that's what I was supposed to have. I had a good experience just like I should have. I'm not going to talk about it or mention it. But if you have a bad experience, what's the first thing you do?
Talk about it.
You talk about it. You run to social media. You go to Yelp. You drop the 1-star review. You complain. You bitch. You moan. We need more positive feedback in all walks of life.
Yes. And positive feedback, yes, there's, criticism that we need to hear to build off of.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But positive feedback fuels the heart, it fuels the soul, and it keeps us moving.
Positive reinforcement. Jonathan says thank you. That Clip and Chandler like the out-of-market listeners and welcome them winning prizes since Troy hates the out-of-market listeners.
Yes.
Jonathan, you're welcome. No matter where you are living, where you're from, if you're a pirate, if you're a fan of this show, we welcome you with arms wide open, like Creed said once. All right. Anything on YouTube? Let's see what we've got here.
We've got plenty of comments on YouTube.
Tyler says, Clip, you run a clean and entertaining show. Huh. Clean. What do you mean by that? I appreciate it. Tyler, you were a pleasure to talk to on the phone when you won your treasure chest prize. King says, Chandler is a true specialist.
Thanks, King. By the way, you are a true king.
Hey, King, you dropped this.
Hey.
It's a crown.
Hey, King, you forgetting something, buddy? You forgetting this?
King, your head getting a little cool up there? I think you're missing this.
Yeah, I think you dropped this.
Yeah. Chandler, thank you for bringing in lighthearted and humor to the show.
Thanks, Tyler.
D. Bell, Chan appreciates the opportunity. Clip, thank you for commitment to the hat game. I tune in to see what fitted you'll have on each day. I tell you what, good eye. I've been wearing a lot of fat black lately, so I've been wearing a lot of black hats, but maybe I'll go more colorful in the new year. Tyler says, Shirley, you are the glue for everyone around you. Thank you.
Preach.
Thank you very much.
Jansen says, a very sincere compliment. Listening to y'all makes me feel at home. Greenville is a better place because of y'all.
Oh, my gosh.
My heart.
Be still, my heart.
Jansen.
Oh, that
Jansen.
was so nice. Jansen.
There's no way that's true, but thank you.
I think it might be true.
I will accept that compliment.
My heart is so warm right now.
My heart is full. My heart just had a big meal.
Be still. My heart.
My heart just had an appetizer, 2 entrees, a dessert, because it is full. Tyler says perfect harmony. Let's hit it again, Chandler. Michael Winstead says, I really love listening to y'all. Happy holidays. Y'all make the days more enjoyable. Thank you, Michael.
And thank you for your son.
We really got to enjoy talking and getting to know Isaiah Winstead this year. He is our guy. We love him. I sent him a text last week when he had some recent life news, and he sent me a wonderful text back. Great young man. And Michael, thank you. Dumpster Juice List. You've been a great adder to what we do here. You add some good topics, good material.
Contributor.
Shirley, I'd like to thank you for being my human thesaurus today and helping me with my words.
I was like, great adder.
That's not good, is it?
I was like, let's go with contributor.
Chad says, I love listening to Pirate Radio. He got the at wrong on our Twitter name, but that's okay because we're going to bypass that right now. Yeah. He says, Clip, you're a great guy. I'm glad you have been in my life since birth.
Wow.
That is true. Chad says, no matter what people say, you are a sports guy. That's nice.
Thank you.
Shirley, you are the hardest working person there, and you always make me smile.
Well, thank you, Chad.
Me smile like the sun, fall out of bed.
Chad, I love your determination, your grit when it comes to trying to win the treasure chest. And you are an awesome poet. So there you go. Andy says, as someone who tunes in occasionally from St. Louis, thanks to the three of you for such a great show and allowing me to soak in a little bit of ECU news. Happy holidays. Andy, you Saint Lunatic, thank you for saying that, for chiming in. And we think we provide an arch from here across the country.
A bridge, if you will.
Well, there's an arch in St. Louis.
Yeah, an arch. But a bridge can arch.
An arching bridge.
Yes.
From Greenville to Missouri.
And to our hearts.
Correct. I think that's enough of that. What do you think?
I could go the next 2.5 hours doing this.
Alex says, thank you all for making me laugh and getting me through the workday as well as pregame and postgame coverage. Alex, you're welcome. Thank you for
Alex, don't sweat it.
Being a sports trivia goer for all those years before you moved out of town. Thank you for your service to the East Carolina basketball program.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for the kind words. Compliment loving radio. It can exist. It does exist.
Let me ask you guys this. The way you felt as soon as we kicked off the show to right now, how has your day changed?
I feel just a lot more positive about things. I already know that we have a bond, but sometimes it's nice to hear it in words.
And from other people.
You can't take the ones you love for granted. You got to let them know that you love them. Hearing it from the people tuning in, that adds a whole nother layer.
Yep.
That's great to know. I mean, we appreciate y'all. We like that y'all appreciate us. Brett says, don't enter the transfer portal. Merry Christmas. Go Pirates. I do have some life news.
Uh-oh.
I plan to return to Pirate Radio in 2023.
Oh, well done.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh,
that's big news.
That's huge, right?
That's monolithic
How much
news.
NIL are they paying you to stay?
Who's they?
Upper management.
HR.
I got a salary.
Well, I'm not going to say anything, but they've done enough for me to keep me here in 2023. I'm returning.
Clip's back. Chandler's back.
I am back, baby.
Shirley?
Your decision.
I mean, it's a tough one. There are a lot of factors I need to take in.
Will you return for your 21st season?
You know, I might need a couple more days to think about it.
Okay. Wow.
All right.
I need a couple more days to. No, I'm kidding. I'll be back in
She's back,
2023.
baby.
Come on.
She's back.
Come on.
Rick says, thank you all for making the radio worthy of tuning and representing Section 213. We see you. We'll be there tonight representing. Thank you, Rick.
That might be.
Shout out Section 113 where Rick and Josh Thomas sit.
Rick, thank you. Rick Cantor, thank you for your candor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Sorry.
I liked it.
I liked it too, Clip.
All right.
See, we're being supportive.
30 minutes in, we have accomplished nothing other than showing you that the world can be a great place to live.
When you show love and appreciation.
That's right. Take this, use it elsewhere. in your home tonight,
pay it forward.
in your workplace, with your friends, more importantly, with strangers. Hold a door open an extra second. Usually we have like social cues and norms that we go by, and if somebody's within 8 steps, you hold the door open. Make it a 10 or 11. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold it open 1 extra minute. Last night I was at the convenience store connected to a pizza place. 2 guys walking up, just got out of their truck. I opened the door. I said, nah, they're close enough. I'll hold it open. Guy walks, keeps walking. He says, we're going to the pizza place, but thank you. I said, you got it.
At least he thanked you.
He did.
There are
Yes.
some people that will walk right past you and not say a word.
He was being very polite. It was a great interaction.
At least he acknowledged your kindness.
I had a great interaction with a stranger last night.
That is truly a cool, neat story.
It really is. It really is. So do that.
Call someone that you haven't talked to in a while. Now's a great time to do it. Call them up. Say, hey, just wanted to say, hey, haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and why not? Have a Happy New Year.
Great advice from your friends.
Can I just hand you my phone and let you do it?
Hi.
I'm calling on behalf of Shirley Rose.
This is Shirley Rose's personal secretary.
Shirley Rose,
She
who I
would
went to high school with?
Why, yes. And she would like to personally extend a very Merry Christmas holiday wish and a Happy New Year.
Adam's got a question for us. What would y'all be doing if you didn't work at Pirate Radio?
I don't have a clue.
I have no idea.
I don't have a backup plan.
I guess I'd be back home helping my parents out with their restaurant.
I'd be cooking pizzas at Vinny's.
I don't even have a clue what I'd be doing.
I know. It's kind of scary to think about.
Full-time pet sitting service?
If I had enough of it, yeah.
I would just have like a regular old, I'd probably work at like GUC or something, like doing something manual, being out there.
Yeah, I would, because I'm so used to working with my hands that it wouldn't be like an office job. It would be some kind of manual labor type job.
Adam Viverette has a late compliment. Chandler's the reason I want my son to be a future pirate long snapper.
Wow.
That is the ultimate compliment right there. How about that, Chandler?
Wow.
Are you crying?
Oh, he's going to shed a tear.
Adam, he's crying. Man. Take a moment. It's fine.
Adam, I have been,
that is an
bombarded.
Adam. He just put an atom bomb on you right there.
Adam, for the past 30 minutes, we have been bombarded with love and appreciation and compliments, but that one might be the cream of the crop because, my gosh, it rose to the top. I am an advocate for long snappers. I want people to be more aware of what long snappers do for football teams. I haven't even thought about this, but maybe pushing for other people and their children to be long snappers. Maybe there's a kid that just entered high school wanting to play football. Man, I'm too small. I'm not fast enough. Maybe their dad listens to Pirate Radio. Hell, maybe he listens to Pirate Radio. And maybe my influential words of long snapping can enter your heart and you want to be a long snapper. Adam, thank you. And by gosh, I hope that your son does want to become a long snapper and succeeds in the long snapping world. That is just
Preach.
I'm speechless.
Yas Queen. All right. Jansen has a question for us that's going to get us off track, so we'll save that for a moment. Thank you for the question. Thank you, everyone, for the compliments and the kind words, and we have enjoyed passing those back to you today on this Compliment Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Now, Adam says thank you. Now I'm crying. And you know what? It's okay to cry.
It's like Jim Valvano says, if you need to spend the day in thought You need to cry. You need to laugh. You need to reflect.
Poop.
Well, that too.
Yep.
Unless you get older, sometimes you go it's not every day. But if you do all of those things in a day, you've had a full day.
Tyler says, hold up. Wait a minute. Chandler was a long snapper? Have we talked about that before?
Year, I'm a former long snapper, so I love talking about this position. I'm a former specialist myself. I used to long snap. All right, I'm going to talk about my favorite part of football, special teams.
That's the truth? You mean that?
I'm a former long snapper.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
He's our long snapper. He is the man of Chandler Honeycutt. All right. You know what? There's only one way to wrap up this segment, a segment like this.
Oh, my gosh.
And that is to keep the good vibes going.
How can we do that?
I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. We are going to open up the Pirate Radio treasure chest.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, we're doing that right now?
Heck yeah.
Why not?
All right, okay.
Let's give.
We got to do 2 today. We got to do 2 tomorrow. And we are in such a happy, giving, merry, jolly, festive mood that we're going to make you a winner right now. Those tears of happiness will continue for one of you, tears of sadness for many others. 317-1250, caller 12 is a winner. Be prepared to be showered with compliments and have some ready for us too. When you call in, 317-1250. We're back after this.
Celebrate the holidays with America's favorite light beer, Bud Light. When planning your holiday festivities, be sure to pick up some Bud Lights at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's holiday fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this December and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Happy holidays from Bud Light and Carolina Eagle. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
The Angus Grill is your premier spot for the best burgers, cheesesteaks, and brisket sandwiches around. Join us for our unmatched variety of burger combinations, from the mushroom bacon Swiss burger to the jalapeno popper burger to the original Angus classic. Pair that burger with our amazing onion rings, tots, fries, or sweet potato fries. Angus Grill, with 4 amazing locations in Eastern North Carolina, including Winterville near Pitt Community College, on Jarvis Street in Uptown Greenville, and on Statensburg Road near the hospital. It's the best burger around, guaranteed.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome prices on boats from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
Greenville Utilities electric customers will soon be able to receive text notifications in the event of power outages. Enrollment is automatic, so make sure GUC has your cell phone number by signing into your account at GUC.com, then update the information in your user profile. Want to talk with someone instead? Call 252-752-7166 during business hours. 252-752-7166. Update us so we can update you. Visit GUC.com for more information.
This is Miles Berry, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus offer service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington, or you can go online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Here on a Compliment Wednesday, we are spreading the love, spreading the joy, spreading the holiday cheer.
There you go.
Shirley Rhodes is here. Chandler Honeycutt is here. We opened up the Pit Electric Live line to caller number 12. We have another prize coming your way in the third hour of today's show, but we made someone a winner right now, and that someone is Blair Asby, who is on the Pit Electric Live line.
Blair.
Hello, Blair.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are y'all?
We're doing great.
Doing great.
Chandler, you know Blair?
I do know Blair.
Hey, Chandler.
How you doing? First of all right, so we were giving out compliments earlier. I'm going to give a compliment out to Blair. One hell of a waitress at Tiebreakers. And she's a hard worker because she's also working at the Buck. You're actually working right now, aren't you?
I am. I'm working at the Buck right now. I was just sitting here listening.
Wow.
There you go, getting you through your workday at the Buck. We'll have a Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update later on in today's program. So, Blair, we just found out your line of work. What else do you do? What else do you? How do you live your life?
By working and sleeping, pretty much.
2 very important things: working to sleep, sleeping to work. All right. Are you a sports fan?
I am a sports fan.
Pirate fan?
Always.
Who are your favorite pro teams?
Pro teams in what sport?
You name them.
I know she's a Steelers fan because she was just at the game the other day.
Terrible towel.
I was at the Steelers fan, and I'm currently wearing a Charlotte Hornets shirt right now.
God bless you.
Yeah. Wish they were good, but they're not. All right, Blair, we have questions for you before you win your prize. That's what you got to do. You got to answer some questions. So, Chandler, you want to go first?
No, because I don't have a question.
Shirley, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Blair, if you could listen to one song for the rest of your life, what song would that be?
Oh, that's a tough one. I would probably have to say You by Chris Young. That's probably my favorite song. It always puts me in a good mood.
Okay.
I'll have to look that one up. Chandler?
What's your favorite genre of music?
Probably country.
Have you heard the 40 Bowls in 14 Days country version? Anyway. Blair, if someone made the Blair Asby feature film, what actress would you want to portray you on the big screen?
Ooh. That's a tough one. Ooh, I have no idea.
Stumped her.
I know, you stumped me on that one. Jennifer Aniston, because she's my favorite.
All right.
That's a good one.
Good call.
If you could add any type of food or drink item to a tiebreaker's menu based off of Blair Asby, what would it be?
Probably like a baked potato soup. I love soup.
That'd be pretty good.
I would get that.
Great time of the year for a good bowl of soup.
Baked potato soup.
No doubt.
Oh, absolutely.
No diggity.
Cheese and chives.
Yes, please. Yes and yes.
Oh, you wouldn't make the cheese extra, would you?
That
is a reference from yesterday's show.
Cheese comes with the Blair Soup Special, the soup of the day, soup du jour. While I asked the celebrity question earlier, Blair, who have been 3 of your celebrity crushes over the years in your life?
Rob Lowe, Channing Tatum, and probably have to say Brad Pitt.
All right.
It's a good trio.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
No.
Can't go wrong there.
Cannot disagree with that.
All right. Are we ready to give Blair a prize?
Sure, why not?
Here's what's left, Blair. We have a $100 gift card to Familia. We have a $100 gift card and gift basket from Beauty Bar Medi-Spa. We have a Pirate Fan gift basket from UBE and a 30-minute stretch assessment and 1-hour massage from Bodies in Balance. So 4 great prizes left. Anyone in particular you would want?
Probably the Beauty Bar.
Okay. She called her shot there. See if we can get the Beauty Bar. Shirley, let's open it up.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Blair, do you like Italian food?
I do like Italian food.
Do you like a spicy meatball?
Spicy meatball?
Absolutely.
What about a pizza?
I do like pizza.
All right.
Well, Blair, you are a proud recipient of a $100 gift card from Familia.
Yay!
So many great options there. All-time favorite is the linguine or fettuccine Alfredo with shrimp and sausage, but I've been on the chicken Philly kick lately. That's awesome. We had some great pizza pie the other night, Chandler.
Yeah, their wings are great too.
Yep.
And then I have just discovered that their Italian hoagie is to die for.
I also have to say that when they do their chef special, there's a flank steak chef special that they have that is outstanding.
So a lot of great options for you, Blair. Hope you enjoy that Familia gift card.
Oh, I'm excited. I like to eat.
What do you got going on at the Buck today? I know we got some line dancing going on tonight, Blair.
Today's Wednesday, yes. Line dancing. We also have acoustic tonight by Ryan Rubich. He's out tonight, and you can also come by and get your New Year's Eve tickets.
All right, yeah. New Year's Eve party going on at the Buck. Cooper Greer's going to be on the stage rocking it out. So, yeah, go check him out. Go check out Blair.
Oh, yeah. Come see me.
All right, Blair. Thanks for tuning in. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Blair asked me. Our winner.
She waits on me and my crew at Tiebreakers every Sunday.
Who won? Who won the 2 prizes yesterday? Because I need to make sure it's on my list here.
How about I just run them all down, Shirley, real quick?
Sure.
The $150 gift card from Baltic Sugg Furniture went to Jansen Kidd.
Ah.
The 12 pizzas from Papa John's went to Eric Mizell. The 1 free year VIP subscription to Hoist the Colors went to Doris Dillon. Blair Asby picked up the $100 gift card to Familia. Steve Hill won a $100 gift card to Chico's. John Moody won a $100 gift card from Wings Over Greenville. Quentin Hellier won the $50 gift card to Aiden Country Club and 2 dozen Titleist Pro V1 golf balls from Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance of Winterville. Bill Willard won the $100 gift card to Tiebreakers. Daryl Lambert won $100 cash and a T-shirt from Sparky Snowballs. Victor Long won the Bud Light Fire Pit cooler and tailgate chair from Carolina Eagle Distributing. Brad Woodard won the Natural Light Can Jam Set Cooler and Tailgate Chair from Carolina Eagle Distributing. He picked up his prize today.
Sure did.
Robert Matthews won the Bud Light Carolina Panthers Cornhole Boards from Carolina Eagle Distributing. Patrick Brown won a tailgate party for 10 and a gift basket from Parker's Barbecue. The $100 gift card to Coco Sports Bar went to Susan Deans. The gift cards to Christie's Europub, Dap House, Sidebar, and Jarvis Street Bottle Shop went to Chris Hill. Tyler Macemore won the $100 gift card to Jersey Mike's. The $100 gift card to Shimmer Boutique went to Kevin Ainge. And the Buck gift basket, cash, gift card, tickets, T-shirts, and Aaron Donald jersey went to Jeff Dover.
All right.
Which means we have a $100 gift card and gift basket from Beauty Bar Medi Spa, a Pirate Fan gift basket from UBE, and a 30-minute stretch assessment and 1-hour massage from Bodies and Balance. That is what is on the line.
So 3 prizes left.
3 prizes. We're going to give away 1 in hour 3 today. We're going to give the other 2 away on our final show of the year tomorrow.
Yep.
Shirley, when we return, I will let you pick a bowl, 40 bowls in 14 days.
Works for me.
All right, we'll do that when we return. We got a lot of audio to get to. We'll do that at some point. We got a little sidetracked by being nice today.
But nothing wrong by being sidetracked with compliments and
I agree.
nice things to say. Yes.
It got us in a better mood. I think it hopefully did the same for one or two of you out there. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1, 40 bowls in 14 days, and get a quick look at our ECU practice report, Flight by England ECU practice report. That's on the way after this.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. We are really proud of a Pirate football alum. We'll have some thoughts coming up next. Just like Pepsi, Jeremy Lewis from Greenville, born in Eastern Carolina.
This is Landon Minges with Minges Bottling Group. I'm the 4th generation of my family to have the honor of distributing Pepsi-Cola products to my neighbors in Eastern North Carolina. For over 75 years, my family has taken pride in this great responsibility, and we are proud to have remained locally owned and operated for over 7 decades. When you purchase a Pepsi in Eastern North Carolina, you are supporting your community and keeping those dollars right here in your own backyard. Support local, drink Pepsi. Go Pirates.
I watched the Grey Cup game last month, the Canadian Football League's Super Bowl. During the pregame show, the announcer said, quote, Stanley Bryant is the greatest offensive lineman in the history of the CFL, unquote. That is a mouthful. The Goldsboro native and former Pirate has been named the league's Offensive Lineman of the Year 4 times. Stan also has 4 Grey Cup rings, and at the age of 36, he's still at the top of his game for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, after playing for many years with the Calgary Stampeders. You may remember Bryant transferred to ECU from Elizabeth City State and played on some outstanding teams under Skip Holtz. Stan still resides in Goldsboro in the offseason, and we honored him at a basketball game just a couple of years ago. He is a humble, first-class person. Stanley Bryant is a real credit to ECU and Eastern North Carolina. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in Eastern North Carolina. With homes in Blackwood, Mills Creek, Dalton's Cove and Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, they're constantly expanding. Now to Laurel Glen and Sarah's Way, plus the new duplex community at Abigail Trails. BMS Builders can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or ECU football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. Call 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
This is ECU Assistant Football Coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hemp Garden is your premium CBD retailer in Eastern North Carolina. Find yourself having anxiety or in need of extra sleep support, especially during the holiday season? Well, Hemp Garden has a variety of Delta 8 and Delta 9 products that can assist with those issues. If you're unable to stop by, don't worry. Give them a call today at 413-6100 for a consultation, and they'll ship right to your door. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's Clip Brock.
One prize down for the day, won by Blair Asby. Treasure chest opening number 2 coming up in hour number 3. Josh Thomas is calling his shot. He says, I'm going to win in the 3rd hour while sitting in section 113.
Nice.
So Josh will be at the game in the 5 o'clock hour, tuning in to PRL and calling for a chance to win a treasure chest right there in the lower bowl at Minges Coliseum. Carter wants our prediction for ECU and High Point tonight. Before we give that, let's give the line of the game. Yesterday, I said ECU -4. Igo said 2.5. Chandler, what is your guess?
Man, mine was going to be higher. I'll bring it down, though. It was originally going to be 6.5. I'll bring it down to 5.5.
Well, that's not fair. You got to go with your prediction.
All right, 6.5.
It's 5.5.
Of course it is.
5.5, Chandler, is the spread between the Pirates and High Point. Carter wants a prediction.
Can you give me some background again on High Point?
Sure. They are
coached by Tubby Smith's son.
Correct. Saul Smith's brother. You don't know nothing about that, do you?
No, I don't know nothing about that. I do know High Point has a awesome basketball facility.
What color are they?
Purple.
What's their nickname?
Panthers.
All right, you know a little bit. They are 8-3.
Okay.
They score a lot of points.
Oh.
They haven't played the toughest of schedules. Their losses this year have come to UNLV. The Running Rebs beat them by 10 points. They also lost to Queens, which I think Queens is a new D1 school, and they're actually pretty good. I believe I've heard about them this year. They also lost to UNCW 85-82. So they play in typically high-scoring affairs. What's the total? Total at 152 tonight. So expecting some points, maybe some tacos.
I'm going to go Pirates 82. I'm going to go High Point 74.
82-74. Pirates win by 8. I'll go with a nice 80-75 East Carolina win.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a good game. Looking forward to it tonight.
It's crazy how we feel about this basketball program removed about 2 or 3 weeks from losing to South Carolina State. But
my feelings haven't changed that much overall. They could lose tonight, and it would not shock me at all. I mean, they're not a great team.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a terrible team. They're going to win some games they shouldn't. They've already lost a game you could say that they shouldn't. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm optimistic coming off Saturday's performance, but again, you got to, is R.J. Felton going to be red hot tonight? He is an inconsistent shooter.
Very inconsistent.
So, I wouldn't be shocked either way tonight. But I am predicting a Pirate win. Alex said, remember how on Sunday everyone was talking about how the World Cup led right into NFL Sunday? Well, you guys are doing the same for basketball game tonight for us out-of-towners. And guess what? Coming up next Tuesday, Bud Light pregame tailgate, 2:45, taking you up to kickoff. We'll have the game for you right here on Pirate Radio. So we'll have pregame, game, and postgame coverage next Tuesday, wall-to-wall, right here on Pirate Radio.
So when we wrap up the Bud Light pregame tailgate, we're going to say, hey, stay tuned. Do not touch your radio dial.
Don't touch it.
If you're going down the road and you go, man, now I've got to look at it on my phone. I've got to keep up with it on Twitter somehow.
Nope.
Keep your radio dial to 92.7 if you're in Greenville.
Look.
104.1 if you're in Washington.
First of all, you should be driving 10 and 2, right? Make sure your mirrors are good. Check all your mirrors. Seatbelt on. Make sure there's no, check engine light, low fuel. Have all that settled. And put your radio, depending on where you're located, at 92.7 FM, 104.1, 1250, 930. Or if you have somewhere to put your phone, perhaps, maybe throw a
magnet or something.
Throw the aux cord in there.
Yeah.
Hit us up on YouTube, Facebook, and just drive. Just focus on the road. Focus on your surroundings and have us on, and don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't even think about it. Out of sight, out of mind.
But yeah, so you don't even have to go anywhere. You don't have to, think about how can I keep up with the game. You don't have to change the channel.
And just keep driving.
And just keep on rolling.
Just keep driving. Just drive all night, because after the game, we're with you on the fifth quarter. We're going to be in your car for 10, 11 hours. We want you to be
Hope you don't mind.
Yeah. Make some room for us.
But if you don't want us to, then too bad. We are.
I'm calling shotgun.
I'm calling dashboard.
Shirley's going to stretch out the back. Might put her feet on the seat. But look. That's how we do. Shirley, hit 40 bowls in 14 days real quick.
Which one?
You know which one.
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice?
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days.
Bo Bats, thanks for the popcorn.
14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14
Hey.
Talk about harmonizing.
40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in
14 days.
14 days. 40 bowls in 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 14 days. Yeah. 40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. Big finish there.
The harmony on that is just outstanding.
Shirley Rhodes.
Yes, sir.
You love music.
I do.
Have you ever been to the Music City, Nashville?
Not to stay. I've driven through Nashville, but I've never actually spent some time in Nashville.
All right.
Chandler has.
3 times.
Saturday.
He bought a lot of face cream.
Wait,
Yes,
I think this is Sunday, the 1st. No? Maybe it is Saturday. It's the Music City Bowl, noon on ABC.
Mm-hmm.
Nissan Stadium in Nashville, home of the Titans, where Mike Keith is always on the call.
Touchdown, Titans! 75 years!
Yeah. Is he?
He's the baddest man in the NFL.
Shirley, your game, not very attractive on paper, but Patrick Mason will be tuned in because Iowa is taking on Kentucky.
Ooh.
Iowa, one of those rare words that has 3 vowels and 1 consonant.
Wow.
And one of the greatest stadium traditions.
Yes.
In college football.
Talk about being nice.
Yes, that is.
And showing love.
If you want to see a very kind gesture, then you need to see one of the coolest traditions in college football is what Iowa does. As far as picking my winner, I hate to do it. I'm going anti-Patrick Mason on this one. I'm going with Kentucky.
All right. Kentucky picking up a quarterback this week. Devin Leary will be a Wildcat next year.
Yeah. Well, they played well early in the season.
Yep.
So, and Iowa just are,
Kentucky was top 10
Yeah.
this year at one point, I want to say.
They were playing very, very well, and then they kind of tailed off a little bit.
Then they lost to Ole Miss.
Yeah, and then Iowa, they've been very inconsistent, so I'm going to go with Kentucky.
Tyler Macemore asking, even YouTube listeners, I believe, asking about the game. No, we will not have the radio broadcast on YouTube.
For
the bowl game.
No.
But we probably will at some point in the second half, fourth quarter, pop on a little watch-along action.
Mm-hmm.
So you can join us there late in the game on next Tuesday. All right, let's take a break. When we return, we'll visit with the voice, Jeff Charles, talking hoops, talking football, and more. That's on the way on Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's.
The Buccaneer Music Hall was voted Best Nightlife in Greenville for 2022. And don't miss their biggest New Year's Eve party ever, featuring Cooper Greer and the Eli Craig Band. Tickets are on sale now. This show will definitely sell out, so get yours in advance by visiting the Buck in person. Each ticket includes entry, a champagne toast, inclusion in the raffle, and more. Come ring in the new year at the Buck.
What's up, y'all? Cooper Greer here. New Year's Eve, come join me and my friends, the Eli Craig Band, at the Buccaneer Music Hall for the biggest New Year's Eve party around. It's going to be one hell of a party. Can't wait to see y'all.
Don't stress this holiday season. Give the gift of beauty. A gift certificate from Beauty Bar MediSpa will not only bring a smile to that special someone, it will smooth wrinkles, tighten skin, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair. Visit the professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa in Greenville. Available now. Gift certificate specials for her or him and BOGO stocking stuffers. You save and they glow. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Go Pirates!
Eastern Pines Dental, located on East 10th Street beside Lowe's in Greenville, provides complete dental care to all ages, including implants, root canals, crowns, wisdom teeth removal, IV sedation, Invisalign, and much more. And as Eastern Pines continues to grow, we've added caring and kind doctors ready to assist you, including Dr. Ward, Dr. Lovick, Dr. Moore, and Dr. Mosley. Call 751-0770 to schedule your appointment today. The staff of Eastern Pines Dental thanks you for trusting them with your dental care.
Come pop a top this holiday season at Jarvis Street Bottle Shop. Jarvis Street Bottle Shop is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. Make sure to stop by the shop and grab a keg for your Christmas party or event. As always, the Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring NC's craft breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by the shop Tuesday through Sunday or check them out on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Happy holidays from Jarvis Street Bottle Shop in Greenville.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Coach Mike Schwartz. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. They also provide urgent orthopedic care on the weekends. For experienced and professional services, call the folks at Orthopedics East at 757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
It's bow time. You've probably heard folks say, don't call it a comeback. But at Bojangles, we don't like to beat around the bush. So when the sizzling, savory pork chop griller's back in all its tender, marinated chili lime glory, and you can get a pork chop griller combo for just $4.59, go ahead, call it a comeback. Get a legendary pork chop griller combo for just $4.59, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
This is Steven Igo. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on hoistthecolors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour brought to you by Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ McMurphy's. They have daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio, perfect for some outdoor dining. And there's something for everyone every weeknight, including sports trivia with our very own Clip Brock. AJ's has live music every Friday and Saturday with no cover and brunch every Sunday. Make today an AJ's Day. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, we usually start trivia at 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights, but I got to go see Ezra Asar and the Pirates take on High Point. So we're going to kick off trivia around 8:30ish tonight. If you want to come out after the game, hang out and have a good time, come on out tonight. Got some great questions cooked up for the crew, and we'll watch some live basketball and have a good time. So come on out. AJ McMurphy's tonight. All right, let's head out to the Pit Electric live line and visit with the voice, Jeff Charles. Boy, very busy man at this time of year with hoops going on, with a bowl game coming up next week. He joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. Jeff, how you doing?
Cliff, I'm doing great, and we're getting ready for an early start tonight. 6 o'clock will be tip-off time at Williams Arena Minges Coliseum as High Point comes in, and we've been trying to get the word out because everybody is so accustomed to 7 o'clock tip-offs for Greenville home games. Well, this is a 6 o'clock game, so if you wait until 7 o'clock to show up at the arena tonight, it'll be the start of the second half, and you'll miss the whole first half. So please get there before 6, and the Pirates and High Point will battle it out at 6 o'clock tonight.
Chandler and I will be rushing over there after Pirate Radio Live. Looking forward to seeing the Pirates play High Point tonight. And if it goes like it did last game for East Carolina and folks show up late, they'll see East Carolina up by 19 points. How about that first half on Saturday, Jeff, against South Carolina? Even you had to be kind of scratching your eyes saying, is this real? Yeah, we just don't see those starts for East Carolina. I haven't seen them so far this year, but man, played a great first 20 minutes on Saturday against South Carolina.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Clip. They played a great game on Saturday. The first half was terrific, and as we joked with Coach Schwartz, if you could just bottle that first half and play that way all the time, you're going to win a whole lot of basketball games this year. But they shoot 53% in the first half, and South Carolina, I think, shot 26%. So offensively and defensively, they played great. They got up by 21 points with a little over 17 minutes to go in the game. And then you knew South Carolina was going to make a run, which they did, but they could never cut it any less than 7 points. So oftentimes, Clip, and you've watched a lot of basketball games through the years, when a team digs a hole that deep, they do oftentimes come back, but it's just such a steep hill to overcome to actually get the lead that oftentimes they get up that hill, about 80% of the way up, and then they kind of slide back down. And that's what I think we saw on the Saturday. And the Pirates, give them credit, they were able to withstand that run when it got to 7 points, and they never wilted. They never looked like they panicked. They continued to come down and make shots and execute and got the lead back to double digits again. And it was a terrific win for Coach Schwartz's ball club. There's no doubt about that. I think what a lot of folks might find a little bit surprising, Clip, is that East Carolina and South Carolina have played 12 times on the hardwood, and the series is even. It's 6-6, and that's a lot better series record against a quality opponent, an SEC opponent in South Carolina, than what the Pirates have against a lot of AAC teams or a lot of teams from this region of the country. So for whatever reason, they've played well against South Carolina down through the years. I remember a game years ago when Joe Dooley was here for the first time, and East Carolina went down to Columbia and absolutely blew the Gamecocks out of their own arena a number of years ago. So they have really played extremely well against South Carolina down through the years as an underdog in every one of the games they've played against them, but they've done a terrific job, and this past week they did. And I was so pleased to see the great game that R.J. Felton had. R.J.'s from Aiken. He went back home to his home state, had 21 points, made some big shots late, and he just played terrific. And I was just so glad to see that for him because he had a lot of family, he had a lot of friends there, and he had a chance to go back home and play well against the flagship program in the country in South Carolina. So it was a big win for the Pirates, and now here they are at 8-4. I don't know, Cliff, how many people really thought the Pirates could be 8-4 going into this game here tonight.
Yeah, an opportunity for win number 9 when they take on High Point. And Stephen Igo and I looked over some numbers yesterday, and Igo pointed out how many points this High Point team can put on the board each and every night. And then we talked to Michael Perry on Monday and talked about Gigi Smith coaching, Keith Gatlin, former D.H. Conley great, and Marilyn Terrapin on the bench tonight in Minges as an assistant for High Point. But this is a pretty good team. I know battled UNCW in their last game, lost a close one, and should be a good one tonight, Jeff. Should be a pretty good ball game inside of Minges.
Yeah, you mentioned Coach Perry. I don't know how much he's going to talk on the broadcast here tonight, Cliff, because this team gets the ball up and down the floor so much. It's going to be just a lot of description of the play out on the floor. But you're right, High Point averages 85 points per game, and they got down by 22 to the Seahawks and then came all the way back and only lost by 3. But they've got a three-headed monster on this ball club that they can really score the basketball, and they're led by Jaden House. He is a junior from Richmond. He's a big guard. He's 6'4", 200 pounds. He's averaging 21.5 points per game. That's the 11th best in the country. He's the leading scorer in the Big South. And here's a really incredible stat for this guy, Cliff. He has been to the free throw line 96 times in the first 11 games that they've played. So he's going to the free throw line about 9 times a game, and he shoots 75% from the line. He's got a good all-around game, but he really gets in the paint as a guard, gets to the basket, and gets fouled a lot. So the Pirates are going to have to be careful with him tonight. And then they have a couple of other guys who are double-figure scorers. Zach Austin is really a good player. He's a 6'7" forward from Winston-Salem. He's averaging 14.5 a game. He's first-team All-Big South. And they have another young man from Orlando. His last name is Thiem, and he's averaging 15.7 points a game. And he's a knockdown three-point shooter. He's knocked down 33 threes this year, and he's shooting 44% from three. So you're right. They've got a lot of good offensive weapons, and they get the ball up and down the floor. Schwartz was telling us the other night that they only average about 14 seconds per possession. So they're going to get it up and down the floor. They try and beat people 85 to 81, and that's just kind of the way that G.G. Smith plays it.
Jeff Charles joining us will be on the call tonight as East Carolina takes on High Point, final non-conference game. Temple coming up next Wednesday to begin AAC play, and looking forward to that one, Jeff. Looking forward to your call on the Birmingham Bowl as East Carolina taking on Coastal Carolina. Have you started or completed your Coastal prep, Jeff? Bowl games are kind of tricky, right? You got to figure out all right, what coach is still there? What players are still there? Who's sitting out? These are a little different than regular season games.
So I'm laughing a little bit, Clip, because you said completed, and I'm just getting started with Coastal Carolina prep because we've just had so many basketball games and so much travel. And so, it is hard. Now, I'm going to do 90% of my preparation for the bowl game once I get to Birmingham, which I never do because when we leave Greenville for a football game, my game preparation is done. But we just haven't had the time to do it with so many things going on. So we're going down on Friday. We're going down on the team charter. The charter will leave from Kinston at 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon. So I'm going to have 4 days down there before the game is actually played on Tuesday. So that's where my homework is going to be done. And yeah, we're looking forward to the broadcast. There's going to be a pep rally that we're going to broadcast live on Monday on the network. And then, of course, the game broadcast coming up on Tuesday. And then we'll get home late. And we're flying in and out of Kinston on this trip, Clip. I was just informed of that this morning. We usually go in and out of Greenville, but going in and out of Kinston for this trip. And so it's going to be a late arrival back into Greenville. We'll have 1 day here and then back on the charter out to Wichita to play the Wichita State Shockers in the second game of the year in the conference season and playing Wichita on New Year's Eve. So, it's been very, very busy here. We've already had 12 basketball games with football still going on, but that's just kind of where we are these days.
Jeff Charles joining us, Pit Electric Live Line. Jeff, let's pick another bowl game. It's 40 bowls in 14 days.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days.
40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. Hippy hippity hop da hop hop. Hop don't stop and drop and pop top. 40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls. 14 days. Hippity hop dop a pop top drop. 40 bowls in 14 days. And Jeff, your game today is game 2 of the college football playoff semifinal. It'll be coming up Saturday, December 31st, 8 o'clock. Number 1 Georgia versus number 4 Ohio State. Ohio State gets a new lease on life when USC lost to Utah in the Pac-12 championship. So last time we saw Ohio State, Jeff, they were getting blown out by Michigan. Now they got to face Georgia. Do the Bulldogs take care of business as they've had the last 2 years, or does Ohio State show, who they were kind of going into this year as the number 1 team in the country?
Well, being a native Buckeye, you know that I am, Cliff. I really want to say Ohio State. I'll say that with my heart, but with my head, I've got to pick Georgia. I just think Georgia's the best team in college football this year, and I'm going to be surprised if they don't win the national championship. So I'm going to have to go with Georgia over Ohio State.
Georgia is the call from the voice. Jeff Charles joining us on the Pit Electric Live Line. Jeff, did East Carolina sign all the 16 and 17-year-old kids you wanted today?
Well, probably not all of them, Cliff. But a lot of them that are 4 and 5 stars that I wish the Pirates would have signed.
Yeah.
But that's not logical.
Yeah.
But it looks like they did pretty well. I see a lot of 3 stars, a lot of guys, from this part of the country, which I think is good. So, yeah, I think they've done pretty well. I really do. And, again, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to recruiting this time of the year. I wait till the guys get here, but everything I'm hearing today, I think they've done a pretty good job, and Lord knows I know how hard they work. I know there are a lot of guys they went after and didn't know whether or not they could get them, but I think it's good that they go after some of these players who end up going to some of the major schools in the country, and I don't think there's anything wrong with trying. So they've done a good job, I think, again this year. Be interested to see when these guys get on campus and see what they're all about. But, Clip, when we talk about preparation for guys like you and me and newspaper guys and internet guys like I go, I mean, we all stay really in tune to this stuff. But, my goodness, the way things are now, really until fall practice starts in August, do we really know anymore who's going to be on the team?
Yeah.
And there's going to be so much movement with the portal and with, late guys signing and the transfers and all of this stuff that goes on. I'll certainly keep an eye on it, but I'll get serious the 1st of August when fall practice starts, and I'll actually see who's going to be on the team out there on the practice field at Bunning Field in Heights, Heights Stadium, I should say. So, it's interesting to note these days who it's going to be, but until they all get here, I'm going to wait until August.
Sure. Fill out your rosters with a pencil. Make sure you have an eraser. A lot can change between now and then. Jeff, appreciate you joining us today. Have a Merry Christmas. We'll track you down coming up next Tuesday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. See if we can get a final game preview with you coming up next Tuesday when the Pirates take on Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, I'd be glad to do that with you, Clip. I think we're going to get a little bit of a break on the weather. It's going to be really cold in Birmingham this weekend when we get down there. It's going to be cold, as you know, all over the country. But I'm seeing now for kickoff on Tuesday about 47, so that's not bad, and we'll take it in Birmingham, Alabama in late December.
No doubt. Yeah, that we'll take that for sure. Jeff, thanks for joining us as always and all year long. We appreciate it, voice. I love getting to chat with you each and every week. Thank you very much, and we'll do it again in 2023.
You're welcome, Clip, and I look forward to it. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, your family, everybody at Pirate Radio, and all of our listeners.
Thank you, voice. Jeff Charles joining us on the Pit Electric Live Line. We'll hook up with Jeff coming up next Tuesday during our 4-hour tour on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll also talk to Patrick Mason live from Birmingham, and we will talk to him next segment right here in the Pirate Radio studios. We'll talk some hoops, some football, and more with P. Mace as we continue to spread holiday cheer. We'll also, all three of us, give a compliment to Patrick Mason, and he will have to compliment us back. That's coming up next on Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let's get ready for the new year with new amazing deals. That's right, all 22 models need to go and make room for the all-new 23 models. So I'm selling all 22 models at invoice minus all rebates you qualify for. So you can see discounts up to $10,000 off 22 models. That's amazing. Also, come check out our new addition to our service department. We added 8 new service bays to accommodate our customers and serve you faster and get you back on the road. Don't forget, we also are a Rough Country certified dealer, carry BMW hitches, truck toolboxes, and more for your vehicle. And this is the last month to collect the $7,500 tax credit on all Jeep 4xEs. That's right, the last month, December, to collect the tax credit. That's savings up to $7,500. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers, and when it comes to getting your family together, there's no better place than Familia, which is Italian for family. Familia is the place I like to bring my football family, especially my offensive linemen. Whether it's great New York style pizzas, homemade meatballs, lasagna, chicken parmesan, or delicious homemade desserts, Familia is a winning play every time. For dine-in or takeout, make Familia your go-to play when you have a hungry team. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Go Pirates.
There's no better time to shop Russell's in downtown Washington than right now. Don't let a cancellation or a back order spoil your Christmas. I'm Russell Smith, and I can assure you we have a store full of goodies to satisfy anybody on your list. We've been right here in the same location for 39 years making Christmas wishes come true. If you can't decide on the perfect gift, just select a gift certificate for any amount you desire. The shopping is easy and the signature wrap is free and beautiful. Merry Christmas to the Pirate Nation, and we invite you to shop Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Oh, that's my piece of the shakaroni. That's the biggest one we make.
They've donated $1 from every shakaroni to the Papa John's Foundation.
Dang, that's huge. If the hoop was as big as that pizza, maybe you'd have made some of your free throws. Somebody save me a slice. Where'd he come from?
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American Airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Tim Doust, ECU Football Special Teams Coordinator, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour brought to you by Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risks, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live. We are spreading the love, the cheer, the joy. Our entire first segment, 30 minutes of nonstop compliments from us and the listeners and viewers. It was a very touching segment, and want to keep that rolling on into this hour number 2 with Patrick Mason, who joins us. Hello, Patrick.
Hello. I see you got a beard going a little bit. I like it.
Yeah. I saw a guy. I went to, my daughter had a little dance performance with the chorus at A.G. Cox Middle School on Monday night. And this older gentleman walked in with just a straight up Santa beard. Oh. It was like bright white, so full, filled in, and I had major beard envy.
Yeah.
And I just don't think I can get there.
I understand that. I have a little bit, but if it gets longer, it just kind of gets patchy, so I got to get rid of it before it gets too bad.
You got, you've been touched up recently. You got it lined up.
Yeah. But that, it looks okay now, but if it gets any longer, I can't get that full, mountain man kind of thing going.
Well, let me say, your hair looks great, Patrick, and you've always been very kind when you join us here on the show.
Oh, thanks. Try not to go off the rails too much.
Chandler, what's your compliment for Patrick?
In the one short year that you've been coming on the show, we have found ourselves really enjoying you being a guest. You do a great job with the Daily Reflector. You had to fill some very big shoes with Ronnie Woodward leaving, and I think you filled those shoes quite nicely. And just continue to do what you're doing, and you're going to be successful.
Wow, thank you.
What's your favorite article you've read of Patrick's?
Probably the last game that we won, or not the South Carolina game, but we get the Daily Reflector every day here at Pirate Radio, and I saw, there's sports at the top, and it was it was last week when we knocked off Coppin State at home.
And you read that?
Mm-hmm. Was that the Javon Small's assist game? I'm trying to think.
Yes.
Okay.
It was.
Start to finish, you read it, huh?
Yes, sir. I saw it, and I said, I guarantee that this was Patrick Mason that wrote it.
Good.
And sure enough,
Chandler.
it was.
Because honestly, I have not read one of those recaps yet, so I'm dying.
out.
I'm dying to do that tomorrow. Did you mention the PA announcer for that game?
I don't know. You have to read it.
All right.
It might be in there.
Nice
You never know.
tease. Shirley, do you have a compliment for Patrick?
Yes, I do. From a producer standpoint, I would like to say how much I appreciate that when Clip has instructed me to call you on various shows, whether it be this show or our pregame show, that you have always answered the phone on the first try, which is a rare feat because usually when I have to call people,
Brian North.
yeah, it takes me 2, maybe 3, Brian North 6 times to get them to answer the phone. So I appreciate that from a very stressed out producer who has 3.5 minutes to get their next guest on the phone. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's my turn now. I think I'm actually going to start with Shirley, and I kind of going off of what you said. Basically, every time I've been on the road, obviously you got to call, got to give me a call to get on the radio. And some of those times, you're probably the first like human I've talked to that day. I'm either like hanging out in the hotel room or something, or wandering around a city. And it's always just nice to hear you. How's it going?
Wow.
And like I'm saying, like I
That is
swear.
beautiful.
Okay,
That's
thank
for
you.
real. I mean, you're kind of the first, human I've talked to.
Would you like Shirley to call you a little earlier so y'all could maybe chat a little?
Yeah, that'd be great. How's it going? And so,
Shirley, maybe
just
call
on
him
off days too. Just a little.
Call him
what's up?
10 minutes in advance next time.
So the next time I call you, you're going to the game, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
so I'll call you on Tuesday, like maybe 10 minutes early. Right as we get ready to take that next break, and I'll be like, look, what kind of amenities do you have in that hotel?
Yeah, just
Can I
to
just
kind of
break
go
it down
over
for
right,
me?
Right.
How'd your walk go?
Yeah, exactly.
Things
How
like
quick
that.
does Uber get there when you have to go somewhere?
Yeah. Sometimes it's real quick. Other times it's a nightmare.
All right, one compliment down, Patrick, but more to go.
More to go. We'll go Chandler. Always, like, basically since I first started here, always, dap me up, always say what's up, and you've always just been a really friendly face, nice guy to talk to, and I always see you at games, and even out of practice, it's fun just to catch up with you. Just been real awesome, real pleasure to work with, and I'm definitely glad I met you.
Man, thank you.
But for real, it's been awesome.
That's nice.
Hold back the tears, Chandler.
Man, I'm trying to.
I think I keep a little, those tiny little Kleenex things in a little bag. I got that in my pocket,
one.
so I'll hook you up. And then Clip over here, look at this, waiting patiently. It looks real nice. But I guess what I'm really thankful for is I haven't done radio all that much before. I've done a couple spots here and there, but this kind of being like a regular thing, it's just been really fun just talking with you, and I think you do a good job of keeping things on pace as well. Especially early on, I feel like I was like, oh man, question answer stuff, but I feel like we've got a good relationship and we can kind of go off the tracks a little bit, but I feel like you just made everything pretty smooth, and it's been fun. I look forward to Wednesdays.
Patrick, thank you for saying that, and for all of those compliments, and for being part of the Pirate Radio family in 2022.
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
Nice warm word hug.
Absolutely. And guests, listeners, if you have any compliments you'd like to share with Patrick, or if you're getting in late and want to give us a compliment, we will compliment you back. That is our guarantee. So you can pass those along on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter as well. All right, Patrick, High Point coming up. Less than an hour and a half away from tip-off. Weird start time, 6 o'clock. So you will be there perched high atop Section 213. Yep. Covering the action. East Carolina coming off a win over South Carolina. Going into the game, I said numerous times, winnable game, feeling pretty decent about it. Gun to head, maybe wouldn't have picked ECU to win, but I thought they had a shot. But, man, super impressed with the way they came out, and then also to kind of stave off that comeback. You knew there would be a run, and East Carolina did not let them get any closer than 7 points in the second half. Got a little hairy. We had our typical common occurrence drought, of course, but the Pirates were able to hold that lead and get it back up to double digits, eventually winning the game. And that's a good win, a big win for Mike Schwartz away from Minges.
Yeah, definitely a big win. And the whole time I was kind of watching that game near the end, I was wondering, if this was a home game, I wonder what Mike Schwartz would tell us. If he would say, this is the first time we've played, I don't know if it was total 40 minutes, but I wonder if he would get close to that statement, or at least just say, we had a lead and we figured out a way to protect that lead and kind of keep it from getting, that one possession kind of stuff where it gets kind of hairy. They definitely kind of kept South Carolina at arm's length and definitely closed out that game, which I thought was pretty good.
Let me look it up real quick, Patrick, because once again, free throws, not great for East Carolina. Not as bad as we've seen in some other games, but let's see. The Pirates on Saturday were 11 of 20 from the free throw line. I swear, ever since I said Ezra Asar has a good free throw stroke, he has shot about 20%.
Yeah, it's really
2 for 6 the other day. And it's one of those things where people's like, well, practice free throws more. Like if they're practicing free throws. If Mike Schwartz and the team is not practicing free throws, he should be fired at this point. But I am going to say that they are spending plenty of time on free throws and free throw shooting. But that is something that has reared its ugly head in losses. Luckily, the Pirates did not lose that game on Saturday.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Like you said, they're 100% working on free throws in practice. I bet every single basketball practice has some element of free throw shooting, and you got to make X amount in a row, kind of stuff like that. But free throw shooting is always it's an individual based kind of thing where some guys just happen to be good at it. Other guys, you always hear like NBA players, like if I have massive hands, it's hard to shoot free throws and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. It's just an odd kind of quirk to this team, which it's certainly not a good thing. There has to be a way to kind of figure it out. Maybe it's just individual guys stepping up, but you can't just have Javon Small be the only guy to knock down these free throws.
And he did not shoot a free throw on Saturday,
which is weird. You know, it's odd for him to do that. I know RJ Felton had a good day shooting the 3 ball, but. Just when you get to the line, that should be like a reward, and this team's just not taking advantage of it.
Some other numbers in that box score, that just things we can look at moving forward. 11 turnovers. That's not a terrible number.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like it.
We can live with that. Pirates were out-rebounded, though, 35-28, and talked to Michael Perry about that on Monday and said, is that a concern heading into conference play? And he said it could be. He did say South Carolina, maybe an outlier. That's kind of how they play. They're big, physical inside. So he doesn't expect to get out-rebounded 7 a night. But just a bit of a concern because East Carolina kind of lacks there on the front line.
Yeah, and I think it's just part of a product of their personnel, like their roster even, just the makeup, because they do, a lot of times they're running 4 or 5 guards out there. You can get a rotation where you just have a ton of guards.
And Small is a great rebounding guard.
For sure. But I think, if he's taking up the ball and he's kind of running the point, it's just, it might not always work out for him to crash the boards and kind of get in there. But yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a huge problem. I think it's just kind of a way of how they play. A lot of guards, and they don't have too many 7-footers and big guys in there. And when Luigi does play, he's good for 4 or 5 minutes. So
Luigi is a spark plug. He comes in,
that's right,
plays his 3 minutes, puts in 2 points, has a turnover or 2, and calls it a day.
Yeah, that's Luigi for you. But hey, those minutes, he is in there hard. He's battling. He's trying. So, and
is a great teammate. He rallies the troops each and every game. So,
and we've saw the rotation for ECU really get small here. Mike Schwartz is playing 6 guys right now.
Yeah. What was the so Caleb Account didn't play a whole lot. Is that how it's going to be moving forward?
Yeah, I think it certainly could be. Schwartz, I think after the Coppin State game, just said, maybe he was a little kind of banged up, but also just had the flow of the game. Jaden Walker was the main guy off the bench, and that's who they were going with. And I wonder if that rotation expands a little bit moving forward, or if Schwartz just kind of ID'd some guys that he wants to play, and good luck from there, because it's certainly interesting, but I think it's kind of telling as we get further into the season.
Do you think Tabs has a role in the rotation?
I don't know. Every time I see him play, he'll maybe show a flash or 2, but he still doesn't look right. He doesn't look like that explosive kind of player anymore. He's very looking to give up the ball a little bit. He just kind of seems like he's still getting back in the flow of basketball. Like, if I didn't know anything about him and just saw Winston Tabbs on the floor, I'd be like, there's something off about this. Like, I don't know if he is deserving of maybe a ton of more playing time, but he has to find his way into this rotation.
High Point scores a lot of high point totals, Patrick. They put up some points, and we'll try to do that against the East Carolina defense tonight. I'm sure Mike Schwartz is really reiterating that to his guys. He's looking for a good defensive performance against a team that can put up a lot of points tonight.
Yeah, and that's really the thing. ECU, right? Defense, that's been missing all year. I think that it's kind of odd going into this season. We heard a lot about, defensive principles. We're going to be really strong defensively, and we were wondering where the points were going to come from. Well, I think that's absolutely flipped, right? ECU scoring in the 80s. They're finding offense, but they just can't stop anybody. So, this will be another good test. Like you said, High Point scoring some points. So if you can find a way to get some stops and kind of hang your hat on something defensively moving into conference play, I think that's what you're looking for.
Patrick Mason joining us. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll go 40 bowls in 14 days. We'll talk about the Birmingham Bowl, East Carolina and Coastal Carolina. It's all ahead on Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Jeff Stein, our special guest from Brown & Wood. Hey, Jeff, electric cars are coming. What's that mean for Brown & Wood customers?
For the customers, like it or not, EV is coming. We've installed 5 electric vehicle chargers here at the dealership. We have the all-new Cadillac Lyric coming at 1st of 2024, and we've just seen the first reservation for the new Sierra EV.
People are interested in electric vehicles. How can they get up with you?
They can visit us at brownandwood.net or 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients.
Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road in Winterville, and a new location coming soon to Uptown Greenville.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Are you looking for a home loan? Look no further than Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage. Since 1960, Guild Mortgage has partnered with industry professionals to close loans on time and help millions of Americans realize their dreams. Call Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage in Jacksonville, 910-389-4602. Amy Goss is licensed in Florida, Georgia, Maine, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS 3274. NMLSconsumeraccess.org/for licensing information. Please visit guildmortgage.com/licensing. Guild Mortgage is not affiliated with Pirate Radio.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is former ECU baseball player and mayor of Greenville, PJ Connolly, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
Ho, ho, ho!
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour brought to you by Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store, serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They are open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903, and both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations, serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. As we head back into the show clip, I've got a Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update for you. ECU's women's team is on the road. They're at Hampton, so the Pirates are playing the Pirates.
Hurts.
And with less than a minute to go, it is tied at 60. Amaya Joyner has a double-double already. She's got 15 points, 11 rebounds, throw in a couple of assists and steals, and 3 blocked shots. So we've got a good one up there in Hampton.
And this one is not on the plus?
No, it is not. It's on that Flow Sports. You know what?
Excuse me, Flow.
Yeah, so I've got the Gamecast on, so.
All right, keep us updated on that on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da
Buck.
You know, Maya Joyner had her first double-double in their last outing.
Yep.
So she's got 2 in a row now.
11 and 11 the last time out, I think.
Yep.
Speaking of stats, guess who, Chandler?
Johnny Robertson.
Stats to consider.
Johnny Robertson's back with stats. He said in their first 10 contests, the Pirates shot under 50% from the field in every game. They have now shot 50% in consecutive games.
I love how I didn't even have to look at the comments section to see. I just knew it was Johnny R.
He's the stat guy. Also, in the last 2 games, they've shot 44% from behind the arc and have accumulated 19 steals. Both of those are season highs for any 2-game stretch.
Yeah.
Johnny Robertson stats.
I think that shows some improvement. I forget the number of games, but it was like the first at least 5 or 6 where more than half of the team's shot attempts were from deep. So I wonder if that had to play into their, overall percentage. But, I think, they've just been a good 3-point shooting team this year. I mean, overall, I don't think that's really been an issue. They just, just everything's got them. Certain things have got them in different games this year. It's kind of interesting.
Jack has a compliment for Chandler. He said Chandler is a nice guy. Met him at the Super.
Nice guy.
Where?
Like the Super Regionals?
Met him at the Super.
At the Supers. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
During all that downtime, that one game with all the rain delays. And
what would you like to say back to Jack?
Well, Jack, it was nice to meet you. And I hope to meet you again this year at some sort of sporting event. Maybe it's another Super Regional. Maybe the Pirates could be hosting another one this year and punch their ticket to Omaha. But great to meet you, and thank you for your support of Pirate Radio.
Chandler, as a local celebrity, a lot of people come up to you, hey, you're the Chandler guy. You're the Chan man. Are you the man of Chan? And so you talk to a lot of different people. Could you, if I sent you to the police headquarters, could you describe a sketch of Jack? Like, could you?
I want to say he has red hair. Maybe.
You should have just bypassed this question.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to answer every question.
Dan.
Jack, do you have red hair?
All right, Jack, did you call me over? Were you waiting in line to get into the game, and then I was walking by, and you said, hey, Chandler, and then I came back to you and talked to you?
Jack,
I think that's Jack.
Was that you?
I think that was Jack.
Let us know. Stan Briggs says, love the show, and Patrick.
Hey, thanks, Stan.
Listens every day, informative, and I laugh so much. And dang, can't forget Big Bryce Williams. Thank you, Stan. Stan, just knowing what I know of you from social media, you kind of live a life that I would like to live, and kind of do. You're just a chill, seem like an old kind of country boy. You play the guitar, which I'm very envious of. I wish I could play the old 6-stringer. I think you might actually have been in a band. That's pretty awesome. So, Stan, I envy you and your lifestyle. Chandler, Jack says, yeah, that was me.
Yes, sir.
Good job,
baby.
Chandler.
I knew it. I remember. Yes.
Way to go, Chandler.
And I remember asking his name, and he said his name was Jack.
Man,
look at that.
A lot of pressure, Chandler, for you to go into that much detail, because if you miss that, that's tough.
And that is impressive because I was intoxicated.
There you go.
But no, I do remember that.
So you were probably saying hello to a lot of people then.
Well, I remember. I was, actually. I met a few of our listeners during that time. What a fun time that was for the Pirate Nation.
What a time to be alive.
But I do remember, I remember walking, and I was like, my gosh, the line is long. And there was still like 45 minutes until first pitch. Guy yelled my name. I was like, oh, turn around. I had to look. Didn't recognize anybody. And then Jack raises his hand and said, what's up? So I said, I'm not just going to say hello and walk away. I'm going to go over here and meet this guy. Sure enough, lo and behold, it was Jack Dover.
All right. Story so good you had to tell it twice.
Good play-by-play.
Thank you, Chandler, and thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
For being you.
Calico Jack.
Patrick, what was the happiest day of your life?
Oh, man. The happiest day of my life?
Yeah.
I don't know. What? Oh, man. I don't know. I'm honestly probably like some Christmas morning type of thing when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Like,
got a new gaming system or something?
Yeah, we just had like this sort of upstairs where you can see down into the living room. And I just remember, like, you know, you go to the bathroom or something at 4 a.m. and see all the presents there. You can't go back to sleep. I mean, that's like pure happiness, right?
That is like as pure as it gets.
Like,
not a care in the world.
Right. Like,
all you're focused on is that.
Yeah.
There's like no problems, man.
That's hard to chase, you know. I don't know what can top that.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a great point. Do you have any, and again, it feels so insensitive bringing this up, but like worst Christmas presents of all time? Like I brought up a story yesterday, yada, yada, yada. We're Redskins fans. My dad raised me to be one. We'd gone to games at this point. This was like 1994. And this was like December 23rd. And my sister and I are like, hey, can we open one gift? Just one little crappy one or whatever. So I open it, and it's 4 Carolina Panthers cups. And like, I don't know if they probably had just come out with a logo or something. And my mom was also a Redskins. She knows that we're Washington fans, but I guess she just assumed like they're in North Carolina and they got a cool logo and we're probably going to pull for them, right? So I opened them, I'm like, thank you, Mom. You know, I'm kind about it, but I'm like, I'm a Washington fan. Like, I don't want any Seahawks cups or Chiefs cup. What Panthers cups?
Yeah.
But anyway, it's still a story that we kind of talk about on Christmas now. But anything like that for you?
Yeah, you know, something comes to mind when you were telling that story. Now, I don't remember the actual gift itself, but for whatever reason, this memory of me, it's, you know, like you like kind of lay awake at night and you have those cringe moments. You're like, oh man. Well, this is one of them. And you know, if my parents are listening, I don't know if they'll remember this, but I remember sitting there Christmas morning, sitting on the floor, going through some presents. And I think me and my brother were probably done opening it. I remember going to my mom. I forget what item this was, but I said, do you think Santa would be upset if I return this? And like, you know, knowing now, I'm essentially saying like, you know, would you guys be upset if
awful
I give this back? Right.
Mom.
And I don't remember what it was. And but you know, like looking back on it, I'm just like, what in the heck was I thinking?
What a spoiled child.
Right. Like what in the world? But you know.
What's the age difference with you and your brother?
He's just like a year and a half younger than me.
Did y'all, was there a lot of fighting going on and stuff, or?
Probably a little of both. We had a, we had a pretty good relationship, but yeah, we'd fight like any other siblings, but we played a lot of sports together, and we shared a room for, you know, most of our lives, so.
Did y'all have to get like similar or the same gifts, or did y'all get different stuff?
We got a lot of similar gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one year we got like an MP3 player. Yeah, this is, you know, way back when, and it had the function where you could listen to the radio and also hit record. So at the time it was awesome. So we both got one of those things, and I remember that. But yeah, we got a lot of similar gifts, but we got some different things too.
Shirley, give us an update. I'm seeing Amaya Joyner to the line with 1.9 left. What's the score?
What I've got here is it is 64-60, 1 second left. Amaya Joyner had gone to the line to shoot
up?
2. Yes.
Okay.
Hampton has called a timeout. Well, never mind. It just went to finals. So ECU wins.
All right, paint it.
64-60.
All I do is win.
No matter what.
Yep. Amaya Joyner, 7 of 13 with 19 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks.
Patrick Mason, give us 2 things you are looking at, 2 keys for the Birmingham Bowl? What are you interested to see? Storylines, something.
It seems weird. Okay, like obviously Avery Jones, the center, left. I'm just curious. And Donnie Kirkpatrick talked a little bit about it today, but just like having an entirely new center for the game in a shotgun offense is really like odd. I feel like that just could either spell disaster or everything could go fine. I think that's something to watch. It's kind of a boring thing to watch. Like can the center just get rid of the ball? But I think that's definitely like an issue.
3rd and 8, they're blitzing. A low snap can really affect that play,
Yeah, and Avery did such a good job, too, of, calling out, protections and stuff. So it's really going to be on Holton, which, he does a great job of that anyway. But that's definitely going to be something I'm kind of interested about and curious about. Like, how is the snap going to get back to Holton this game?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
And, yeah, that's a good one to bring. It's something that seems small but could turn out to be a big key in the game.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
I just want it to be high scoring. I just want it to be a fun game. I think that's what bowl games should be kind of for. I just want to see some players just have a good game and kind of ball out a little bit. And I'm just hoping for a fun, exciting game. Because, what other reason for a bowl game is there than just having fun, score some points, and, just do your thing.
Let's see some fireworks. All right, Shirley, hit up 40 bowls in 14 days.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 14
days.
40 bowls in 14 days.
40 bowls in 14 days.
Mama said 40 bowls. Papa said 14 days. Mama said 40 bowls. Papa said 14 days, 40 bowls,
14 days,
40 bowls,
in a 14 days.
I said 40 bowls,
in a 14 days.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that is special.
Yeah,
that is a treat.
I wouldn't say I'm a country music fan, but I'm a fan of that. That's my favorite country music song, hands down.
I think it was last week you gave me the option, that version or a Christmas, and I chose Christmas because I'm not a country fan either. Like if I don't listen to country again, I'll be all right. But man, add that to the rotation.
Add it to the playlist.
That's right.
Shirley picked the Music City Bowl earlier today and took Kentucky to beat Iowa.
Oh no.
Yes. Your bowl is the Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl.
No sugar tonight in my coffee. Alabama taking on Kansas State in the Sugar Bowl.
All right.
What are you thinking, Patrick?
For that jerk reaction, I wanted to go Alabama, but I think Kansas State's going to win.
Maybe the want to factor, motivation.
Yeah.
More buy-in, perhaps.
Probably. And I don't know. Alabama, I don't know.
You just don't want to pick them.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Right. And yeah. They're used to playing in the big one, so they're just gonna kind of hang out.
All right, Patrick, we will be calling you next Tuesday and talking to you live from Birmingham. When are you heading there?
The day before, so the 26th.
All right. You gonna be back for Temple?
I forget when I land. I don't know. I probably won't go to that basketball game.
All right.
Off the top of my head.
If you need any, if you need me to do a write up for you,
I was gonna say, and I might actually read it if you write it though. I think on Twitter you retweeted a story. I like that you did that without reading it. That's bold. There could have been some some dangerous stuff in there.
Do you want to read this before you retweet? No, not at all.
Thank you, Twitter. I'm just gonna
doing something nice for Patrick. That's all. All right, Patrick. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. Mike Mullis will join us on the Pit Electric Live line. We also will open up the treasure chest for the second time today. That is on the way on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's.
Celebrate the holidays with America's favorite light beer, Bud Light. When planning your holiday festivities, be sure to pick up some Bud Lights at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's holiday fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this December and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Happy holidays from Bud Light and Carolina Eagle. Go Pirates!
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in our community and region. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
Hey, I'm Holt Nailers. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll-free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar with daily specials. And here's the lineup. Mondays feature $7 margaritas and half-price appetizers. Tuesday is stuffed seafood night. Wednesday is date night. Thursday is roasted smoked lamb chop night. Fridays is prime rib night. And Saturday is Italian night and is also Fred and Wilma night with our 36-ounce bone-in tomahawk steak just like the Flintstones. And on Sunday, it's our legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Lang with Carolina Hardscapes, and we're excited to announce that we're Eastern North Carolina's premier fiberglass pool installation company. We partnered with industry-leading San Juan Pools so that we can build the backyard of your dreams. Whether it's an outdoor fireplace, patio, outdoor kitchen, or now a pool, give us a call at 364-1201 or find us on the web at carolinahardscapesandmulch.com so we can make your backyard the place to be. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Live well, move more, and hurt less with Kinetic Physical Therapy. If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic has nationally certified therapists for physical, occupational, speech, and massage therapy, all in a state-of-the-art facility on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Visit kineticptgreenville.com for more information. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, another compliment rolling in on YouTube. This one from yesterday's winner out of the treasure chest, Eric Mazzell. Says, even though Chan Man insinuated that I wasn't smart yesterday.
You said it. That's what you said.
I think he plays a crucial role in the show dynamic. A true natural on the radio. I thought you were saying you played a neutral instead of like a heel or a face. A true natural on the radio. That's a heck of a compliment.
That is, Eric, and I do really appreciate that. And congratulations on your win yesterday. And thank you for your support of Pirate Radio. You just seem like a nice guy, Eric. When we were talking to you yesterday, you were just firing answers back to us. You seem like a very smart man. You are smart.
Great chat.
Great chat with Eric yesterday. Seems like a great man and a great family man. Talking about a great family man, we got one on the line right now.
That we do. One of my all-time favorites, Mike Mullis. Can't think of anybody that I enjoy sparring more with verbally than Mike Mullis, and he joins us here on a Compliment Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Mully, how you doing, man?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Doing good. We're passing around compliments here today, Mully. Would you like to maybe throw one out to Shirley, Chandler, myself? Anybody?
Yeah, Shirley knows how I feel about her. She's wonderful, and yeah, she's great.
All right, there you go, Shirley. Would you like to give one back to Mike?
Yes, I would like to say how much I appreciate Mike Mullis for always saying hello to me when I bump into him. It doesn't matter where I am. And also for not roasting me on this show every time he comes on here.
Yeah, okay. Mully will have you in the crosshairs every now and then, but usually that's for me and Chandler. Mostly me for good reason. So.
Yeah, negative. No, Shirley. We go too far back. No, obviously, I do hate I can't be there with you guys today, right here, going into the holidays. But it's just been a crazy day. I don't know if y'all been out and about, but it's about 15 minutes longer to do anything or get anywhere today. So, been a little bit hectic, but happy holidays to you guys.
Same to you, Mully, man. Mully. Mully, well, let's start with a little golf because kind of a question we've been asking, bringing up every time golf comes up is, all right, what is going to be the criteria for the Masters? And a statement came out this week about players who have defected from the PGA Tour. And if their world golf ranking is in the top 50 and, of course, past champions, they will be allowed to play. And right now that would put Harold Varner eligible to play in this year's Masters. So that means that he, past champs, major winners, looks like it'll be 16 competitors from the LIV Golf Tour have been invited to play based on the criteria. That includes Harold, so that's some positive news for him.
Yeah, and first thing, I think it's very interesting, and I don't know what a better word would be, but the fact that we use a word like defection in the world of sports is it kind of goes in line with saying like, hey, we're going to war today. We love these terms as it relates to these guys playing games. Again, I don't know what a better term would be, but it's kind of interesting to me. No, but I think that what you're seeing there has got nothing to do with the quote-unquote existing criteria. In my opinion, I think it's got a whole lot more to do with the fact that the Masters wants to protect the field, and they do not want to have an asterisk.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they need again, the course is the course, and people tune in just for that, but at the end of the day, you do need some studs and some stars to to watch and kind of get behind. And you're right, Mully. If they don't have these guys in, that field it looks a lot different, a ton different.
Yeah, no. If you're gonna talk record book and you're gonna talk about notating potential steroid records and notate the live ball era and whatever else, then that would be the biggest asterisk of them all. And obviously everybody, I'm a Tony Finau guy, and I've used this example all the time. Finau has been a really good PGA player, but not a regular winner. And as the field kind of leaned out, he went from having one win to having 2 wins in 1 year. So I mean, and that's just one example of kind of the effect it has. But I think that is complete self-preservation from the Masters, wanting to say that they have the best field and they have the best event out there. I think what's going to be really interesting is to see what the LIV Tour's return volley is. So if there had been a rumor, or I say a rumor, an article or something that I'd come across that the LIV folks had basically said, if the Masters takes their guys to go play in the Masters, then they would come out with a huge money game or money tournament to be at the same time as the Masters. Kind of one of those deals where they'll make it so much money that somebody would really have a very difficult decision to make. So then if you take a guy like Harold, who has made it clear that this was strictly, his doesn't feel like a quote-unquote defection. His was purely a business move, and he's made no bones about that. So if you take that entirety of that, his explanation of why he went over, what does he do in a situation like the Masters? And then if you do decide to go play in that LIV event, I would feel fairly confident that the Masters would say that's the end of it.
Yeah.
I think maybe you see, and I don't know. I think the chairman of Augusta was very clear in his kind of disdain for what the division is in golf right now. But I mean, do you see a point where the Masters and LIV get together and make it a big money deal just so both of them kind of win? I mean, I don't know. But it's crazy.
Mike Mullis joining us, Pit Electric Live Line, on this Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Mully Scott on Facebook has a question. He says, when is the next poolside trivia from Mully's Pool?
Well, I mean, what are y'all doing Saturday? Nice.
Well, I got a little Christmas Eve stuff going on Saturday.
Okay.
I think we all do. But would love to do that again. Mully, I'm no longer on the sauce, so I'll be a much better guest this time around.
Yeah, I think Chandler would enjoy that too. That's something we could definitely do again.
Scott, thank you for bringing that to our attention, and we will do a poolside Mully's trivia in 2023. We'll go ahead and sign everybody up for that. All right, Mully, you going to hoops tonight?
No, we actually have a holiday function, a Christmas kind of party. We're actually, Clip, we're having a there's a lot of contest and competition around the Mullis house, and my oldest son decided he wanted to have a gingerbread house building contest.
Oh, wow.
So that's what's kept me tied up today. I've been dealing with the best and brightest in gingerbread construction, trying to figure out any angles that I might be able to create. But no, that's the plan tonight. We've got a gathering at the house, and I'm sure there'll be some posts on social media knowing my wife.
That actually sounds fun. That's and yeah, I mean, you're a pretty competitive guy. You play to win, so interested to see what you come up with tonight.
Oh, it'll be spirited, and I think at this point I've literally removed myself somewhat from the competition, and I will be more of an official, if you will.
Okay.
Just to give everybody else a chance.
I'll tell you what, Mully, with that bald head, you'd look good in a ref outfit.
Yeah, I may go full zebra tonight.
Mike Mullis joining us, Pit Electric Live Line. Mully, we got Pirate Hoops tonight. We got Pirate Football coming up on Tuesday. Have you? How many of the bowl games have you watched so far, or at least had on?
Bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Had them on in the background, but bits and pieces of different games. And for me, it'll kind of get a little more real as we head into Friday, where things kind of slow down. So yeah, I mean, it's great. My boys and I were talking about, Pitt County Schools is out. Today was their last day, and they're kind of fired up about watching football and that, so it'll be good. Lots of still, obviously we're heading into the quote unquote meat of the schedule and the better games. So it's always fun.
Shirley, let's give Mully a game to pick. Let's go 40 bowls in 14 days with Mike Mullis.
I already picked one.
Nope, we're going again.
No, let's
stay on the line.
Let's don't say we did.
Stay with us, Mully. We can talk through it, Mully.
Okay.
40 bowls in 14 days. 14
Mully, what do your kids want for Christmas this year?
40 bowls in 14 days. Oh my goodness.
Trying to talk through it.
40 bowls
Did he hang up?
14 days. 14 days. 14 days.
You might like this one.
40 bowls in 14
Country?
days. 14 days.
This is the Brian Bailey edition.
40 bowls in 14 days.
Oh, he knows it. He knew it.
40 bowls in 14 days. 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 Oh, yeah.
All right, Mully, your game is the ReliaQuest Bowl. What is that? ReliaQuest Bowl. Monday, January 2nd, 12 o'clock on the Deuce. Mississippi State playing with heavy hearts against the Illinois Fighting Illini. That'll be in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Mully, you going with the Bulldogs playing for Mike Leach or Illinois?
Yeah, no, the Bull Pirates. I don't know if you've seen the tribute helmet that they're going to wear, but it's freaking cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm all in. I was interested. I honestly didn't realize that was the name of the bowl, but that's one I'm interested in watching. I just can't imagine what those kids and that staff and that fan base is going through. But yeah, I do look forward to the emotion of that game.
No doubt. That one's got a special feeling to it for sure. East Carolina and Coastal Carolina coming up next Tuesday, Birmingham Bowl. Mully, if you're around, you're welcome to pop in. We'll be here working during our off week on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. But we got that going on. Your Packers winning the other night are still technically alive, maybe, kind of, in the playoffs? No?
Yeah, how many teams are on that in that same scenario? Technically, maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
Still have a chance to backdoor it, so obviously the next couple of weeks will shake a lot of this out. But, yeah, I mean, they're still in the mix. And, again, my youngest one and I had the conversation today. He was talking about Tom Brady, and I said, look, they'll find a way into the playoffs. And he said, well, Dad, that's the same thing Green Bay's going to do. They'll find a way in and lose the first round. So he is definitely my kid.
Yep, that sounds about like me as well. Mully, Happy New Year. Let me be the first to say that. Merry Christmas, and we appreciate you joining us all year long as always, man, and I look forward to catching up with you in 2023.
Absolutely. Love you guys. Happy holidays, and we'll talk soon.
See you, buddy. There is Mike Mullis joining us today. Yeah. L-word?
He just L-word us.
Yeah. Is that the first time he's L-worded you?
Maybe he might have in the past, but that's the one that really hit me in the heart.
You really know it's a compliment Wednesday when we get through a segment with Mully like that. And I did my best not to rile him up. Yeah. He does love us.
Oh, I know, but just hearing it. Just hearing it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. What a show, man. And I'm going to give you credit for this, Chandler. You really started all of this today.
Yeah.
Because I was going to come on the show, to be honest with you, and talk about all the wackos that get mad at 15, 16, 17-year-old kids on National Signing Day and just how outrageous and disgusting it is. But instead, you took us down a brighter path.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about, Wes and his hatred for me, and then John Moody wanted to be a guest picker for 40 bowls in 14 days. Shirley hit the Coach K no audio bite. And then you also had Steve Hill taking shots at Chad. I said, hey, this is enough. All right, this is enough. We got Christmas coming up on Sunday. I don't like the hate that's going on. I don't like the negativity. Why can't we just love each other? Why can't we just gift people and gift each other with compliments and love and confidence? And that's what we've done today, and, man, does it make me feel great.
If you're getting in late, feel free to give us a compliment on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube. We will pass that compliment right back to you, so you can do that. Yesterday, Jansen Kidd won, and Chandler, I said, hey, let's give Jansen Kidd a follow on Twitter. He's got one in the Red X column already for quote tweeting Big Game Boomer. That's a big no-no. How do you feel about this take he had at 5:06 today? He said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but toasted subs are superior to cold cut subs. Your thoughts?
I will say this. I will probably go toasted because I have been raving about the Italian hoagie at
So is that a
Familia.
hot sub?
It is toasted, and
Okay.
it's crunchy. The bread is crunchy, and and that's one of the first things I ever noticed about the sandwich was that it was toasted, and I was like, you know what? This might play a key part in why this sandwich is so darn good. And I believe, you know what? I have to agree with Jansen there.
I'm a fence rider. I'm a big why not both, look at both sides guy. And to me, this is like a what mood are you in? Because sometimes I'm in the mood for a nice cold turkey sub. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a toasted fill in the blank, a hot sub, meatball, a chicken cheesesteak, whatever it may be. So, like, do I have to choose? I don't want to choose. I want to enjoy both of those. I don't have a preference. Does that make me weak? Does that make me politically correct?
It definitely makes you that.
So be it. You know what? One of those words, politically correct? Correct. Thank you for calling me correct. Because I come correct. Politically correct.
Oh, man. By the way, guys, got a great way of ending today's positive day is being at Minji's tonight, watching ECU versus High Point. Now, students are gone, and that means that the pep band is gone. But, my gosh, John Moody has tagged me and Clip in a tweet, and Havelock's band will be bringing the juice tonight. Listen to them and tell me they sound just like the ECU pep band. Listen to this.
Dun, 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 dun. Crank that ish up. Here we go. Craig said that Boston version of 40 Bowls in 14 Days sounded like a hippie singing with a broken guitar on the streets of Denver, singing about pot. The old pothead. Steve said we should have a reggae edition. Steve, I actually thought about that. Maybe I'll do it in time tomorrow for our last day of 40 Bowls. We only got 3 bowls left to pick, so we did a good job on that.
I have the perfect reggae song for you, so I will tell you during the break.
All right, sounds good. Speaking of that break, Shirley, I'm going to need you to do something during the break.
And that is, sir?
I'm only going to need you to do this 3 more times this year.
Oh, okay. Well, you mean this?
I need you to do that. I'm going to need you to answer the phone. I'm going to need you to put caller number 12 on hold so we can talk to he or she or it on the other side of this timeout. It is the Pirate Radio Treasure Chest. We're opening it back up again. Just 3 prizes remain. Get in now. 317-1250. Caller 12 is a winner. We will ask you questions, shower you with compliments, and give you a prize when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
With over 30 locations across North Carolina and southeastern Virginia, Quality Equipment is your local John Deere dealer, where you'll find everything you need for your next project. Our complete lineup of John Deere lawn and garden, agricultural, and commercial worksite equipment comes with years of experience, expertise, and dedication. We know what it takes to get it done right. Stop by today or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Do you have an old injury or some pain that's been holding you back all year? It's time for you to get better. With Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we can help you get your life back. Whether you need to get back to a sport, back in the gym, or just back to enjoying life, our team of specialists use a one-on-one, hands-on approach in our state-of-the-art facility to get you back moving again. Don't settle for where you are. Don't stay in pain. Visit kptonline.com today to see how Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness can help you live well, move more, and hurt less.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. To get the business services that are right for your business today, contact the team of experienced local bankers at First Bank. The team includes bankers you can trust like Ashley Capps, Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Keith Nesbitt. First Bank, together with their customers, they're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Is Patrick Mason still here? I think he's gone.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Final on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck.
Dubuck.
Iowa was a 31.5-point favorite today over Eastern Illinois. There was no pregame money line offered in that game. In the last 30 years, no team has lost as a 30-plus point favorite in college basketball. But that happened today. Eastern Illinois 92, Iowa 82. As a 31.5-point underdog, they beat the Hawkeyes. Cover your ears, Patrick Mason. That is not good, Bob. All right, we have a winner on the line. Charles Askew wanted to ask you a question. Shirley, he called, I guess, and says on Facebook, Shirley hung up on me. LOL.
Yes.
Well, he said LOL, so I think he is joking. But just so everybody knows, Shirley has to run through 12 callers. She has to save the previous segment on a computer across the room, hit record to record this segment we're coming to right now. load up her bumper music to come back into the show and prepare to play that and the live ad. She don't have time to chit-chat with all the callers.
And I have to do that in 4 minutes.
There's not enough time in the day. There's not enough time in a break. So
And
Charles,
believe me, 4 minutes, really not that long.
Charles, if you want to talk to Shirley, call back tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and she'll have a conversation with you. How about that? All right. Charles says get Shirley some help. Well, she does have a sidekick, and he just sits there the entire break. And looks pretty because it's Compliment Wednesday. He's kind of like a bodyguard. Like if somebody...
He is the eye candy for the video feed.
That's what he's here for. That's why we got all these cameras now for old Chandler Honeycutt. All right, let's head out to the Pitt Electric Live line. We have our winner. Chandler, don't forget, you got 2 Chad poems to read before we lock up the show today. I think I remember this gentleman's name. Is it Will James joining us?
That is correct.
Will, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Have you won in the treasure chest before?
I have not.
Awesome. First timer. All right. Will James. Will, where do you live?
Just outside of Greenville.
All right. How long you been around here in this area?
I grew up here.
Awesome. You a Pirate fan?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. You, what do you do?
I'm a automotive technician and record driver at Plaza Auto Care.
Nice. Yeah. I envy the skills. Wish I could do that kind of thing. Not good. I'm not a car guy.
Gotcha.
I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
I'm a car. Well, I mean, I'm a car person.
Can you change the oil in your car?
I cannot change the oil, but I can check the oil, the transmission, and if you got an old school carburetor, I can flood the carburetor and crank it.
All right, there you go, Will. How do you think of that?
I tell you, you can do a lot more than most.
Including myself and Chandler.
Well, my grandfather and my father were both mechanics, and so I was taught how to, but we're talking about cars that had way less electronic and wires and stuff. It's just your old school standard machines.
Yep.
And they were a lot easier to fix and a lot easier to, like the carburetor thing, that's real easy to do.
There you go. All right, Chandler, Shirley, y'all got any questions for Will the Thrill James?
Will, what is the toughest thing as a mechanic? What is the toughest thing to do?
I'd probably say there's 2 different things. I'd say probably electrical issues that come in and dealing with some of the customers.
Yeah.
Dealing with the public.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. Especially if you got to tell them that it's an expensive fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a bad day.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Going to a body shop I get the same feeling as going to like a doctor or a dentist. Like it just gives me a bad feeling.
Oh yeah.
Because you go in for one thing and you come out with 3,
Oh yeah.
Just one of those things. All right, Shirley, you got a question?
I'm going to make it a little bit easier on him. What is your favorite action movie?
Oh, man. I'd probably have to say Shooter.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Is that Wahlberg?
Yeah, that's Mark Wahlberg.
I think I've seen that.
Whenever it comes on.
Danny Glover, Amy something.
When you first asked that, Shirley, I just went, first thing that popped in my head, Terminator 2. I don't know if that's true, but that's just the first thing that came to my brain.
Oh, gosh.
Is Top Gun an action movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's action, right?
I mean, I would consider it an action movie.
Isn't there explosions behind them and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will, I love this question. Chandler, I'll give you some credit on this. You brought this up earlier this week.
I was just about to ask him, yeah.
Hey, you go for it, buddy. You earned it. You earned it. Go for it.
All right, cool. All right, Will James, if there was a local restaurant here in town that said, hey, Will, we appreciate you. We're going to make a burger after you. Call it the James, call it the WJ, call it the Will Burger.
Gotcha.
But they want you to make the burger like you want it. What is on that burger?
Oh, man. Good question. Probably going to be a little pepper jack cheese.
Okay.
Little kick.
Let's see. Lettuce, mayonnaise, mustard, maybe some pickles and jalapenos.
I'm eating the Will.
I'm loving. The other two people that we've asked before have put jalapenos in there. I like that.
We got a spicy audience.
Get
man.
a little spice
Got
to
a
it.
little heat in there.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I like it.
Will, did you ever watch the Chappelle Show back in the day?
Yeah, a little bit.
How did it get worn out? Did you ever say I'm Will James beep, or did people say that to you?
Yeah, a few times.
All right, because I could see myself doing that constantly back in 2002 or whatever it was. Will, do you got a favorite pro sports team?
Probably have to go with the Braves.
Yeah, all right. Can't beat them.
Yeah.
Saw the Mets loading up on players. They got Carlos Correa today, and I
did all that just to come in second.
I chuckle every time they make a move and say, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's great. They're winning the offseason again. All right, Will James. Any relation to one of my all-time favorite running backs, Edgerrin James?
No.
Okay. Do you have a grill? Do you have gold teeth, Will?
No, sir.
All right. Will, here's what we got left.
Hold on. Before
You got
we
more
go,
questions? Go
I
ahead.
got one.
Uh-oh.
Are you related to the actor in my favorite movie of all time, Kevin James? Are you related to Kevin James?
The King of Queens.
Not that I know of.
All right.
Dang it.
I would check to see if your LeBron's like eighth cousin. You could probably get a good Christmas gift, just to be sure.
Yeah.
He could probably throw you a few million. All right, your three prizes left in the chest are a $100 gift card and gift basket from Beauty Bar Medi-Spa, a Pirate Fan gift basket from UBE, and a 30-minute stretch assessment and 1-hour massage from Bodies and Balance. Could you go from car bodies to Bodies and Balance? What would you like out of that group, Will, if you could pick?
I'd say it'd probably have to be the UBE
Yeah,
basket.
can't go wrong with that. All right, Shirley, let's find out what Will James will be winning. Will he or won't he? Where there's a Will, there's a James. I'm trying to will him to victory.
Will, you are a proud owner
Leave it in the will.
of a $100 gift card and gift basket from Beauty Bar Medi-Spa.
There you go.
Boom.
All right, go deal.
Will gets dirty during the day. Needs to clean up a little bit, and he can at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa, or if you have a lucky lady in your life, Will, this can be a nice gift for Christmas.
Yeah, that'll probably go to the wife.
There you go.
Nice. Awesome.
Well, Will, congrats on being a first-timer, man. Thanks for tuning in. Have a Merry Christmas, and appreciate you tuning in to Pirate Radio, man.
Yeah, same to you. Same to you guys. Thanks a lot.
All right, there is Will James. Will James.
Will James. Will James.
Say to the face.
Will James. I'm Will James. I'm Will James.
I'm Will James.
Will James.
Beauty Bar Medi-Spa, $100 gift card and gift basket. If my last name was James, I mean, I wore out saying
Will James.
as it was. So many things you could do with that name, though, right? All right, congratulations to Will. If you didn't get in, good news. You still got two more opportunities. We'll give away 2 gifts out of the treasure chest on Thursday.
Another day, another dollar, and another day of not hearing Chad Moore's name as the winner in the treasure chest. And I did miss his poem from earlier, and it says this. So that was another swing and miss, but after the first segment, I shall not diss. I am feeling lucky today, or tomorrow. You can believe that, and listening to Pirate Radio is where it's at. That was the first time he lost today. And the second time, just now, as Will James was the winner, and not Chad Moore. Chad Moore writes this. As I sit in this dark room without any light, I am trying hard to keep up the fight. I did not win, and that is okay. I live to call one more day.
Man, beautiful.
Well done.
That is it's really the biggest thing I'm taking out of this whole treasure chest season is Chad's love for and skill at writing poetry.
Yes.
I mean, I think he really found a new calling in life.
He came to pick up his prize that he won on Sunday night as we did a watch along for the Giants-Commanders game. And we, obviously complimented him on his skills of poetry. And he says that, it comes back from having to read Dr. Seuss all the time.
Yeah. He came to pick up his prize. The standard, you must rise.
Rise to it.
Somebody stinks. Is that why there's all those flies?
No.
Hey, Shirley, nice shake. Can I get some fries?
Hey-oh!
Let's take a break. I'm not as good as Chad. But I'm not that bad, so don't be sad. Hey, you're rad. I'm just kidding around. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody get down with Charlie Brown. No, I'm playing. Girl, you slaying. Man, where's that dude laying? I don't even know what I'm saying.
We need a lot of praying.
A lot of praying. All right, let's take a break. And I ain't going to head fake. I got leaves to rake and a cake to bake.
Hey, I'm not trying to diss. We need for you to stop. We'll be right back after this.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
This is Holt Nailers. I've been eating at Parker's Barbecue since I was a kid. Now, all these years later, I still love to eat at Parker's. In fact, I love it so much, I bring my entire offensive line with me. They protect me, and I look out for them with great food from Parker's Barbecue. So whether you bring the team like me or just your friends and family, the awesome barbecue, chicken, and seafood at Parker's is a win every time. Parker's Barbecue, where they always treat you like family.
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too. In Pitt County, call Carlton Venters or C.J. Messerly at 252-756-3007. North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Enjoy the comfort, style, and beauty of the holidays at Bostic Sugg Furniture. We have everything you need to deck your halls for less. Living room furniture for family get-togethers, dining sets for holiday dinners, bedrooms, and more. Save up to 70% off clearance items, plus 6 months special financing. Settle down to a long winter's nap on a comfortable new mattress with 48 months special financing. We have your holiday comfort savings at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep wants to know if you're ready for a big finish to 2022. Are you ready to buy a new car or truck at factory invoice? The folks at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep are selling all remaining 2022 models at factory invoice for the big finish sales event. You pay what East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep pays for the vehicle, and you'll get all factory rebates and special finance rates. This is the deal of a lifetime. You can buy a new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram right now for factory factory invoice plus get the rebates. Come shop from all remaining Ram trucks and buy one at factory invoice. A huge selection of new remaining 2022 Jeeps in stock are priced at factory invoice. Minivans, trucks, Jeeps, even the new Wagoneer, all at invoice now through the end of the month.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Crackville in Greenville. Come see us.
Offers do not include tax, tags, and $7.99 admin fee. Customers must qualify for all applicable rebates. See dealer for details.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 526 points, closed out at 33,376. The NASDAQ was up 162 points, finished at 10,709, and the S&P was up 56 points and finished at 3,878. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, thank you, Shirley. Chandler Honeycutt here. Atticus, former Pirate Radio intern on YouTube, says you're both loyal Charlotte Hornets fans that I can suffer alongside of. As he passes a compliment to Chandler and I. Atticus, I would like to say not only were you fun to be around when you were here, but great caller on the fifth quarter. You had some really good calls. Well, you had one really good call and several other calls. Maybe two really good ones. But your passion, your humor, very much appreciated after a long day here at the studio. So thank you. And to all the fifth quarter callers, looking to hear from you one more time coming up next Tuesday night.
Can't wait. And we'll also be with you 4 hours before the game, 2:45 to be exact, on the Bud Light pregame tailgate.
That is correct. Chandler, can you slide to the left? Slide to the right? 2 hops this time.
2 hops this time.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Right foot, no, stop. What do you need?
Slide to the left and give me some Schwartz.
Schwartzy.
I need a little Schwartz in my life.
Oh, I don't need to slide because Shirley's sliding in.
I'm going to slide them DMs.
Oh!
And I'm going to say, give me some Schwartz. Pirates, Panthers, 6 o'clock. Consider this your Bud Light pregame tailgate for ECU Hoops coming up in 10 minutes. Let's hear what Mike Schwartz had to say yesterday.
Really challenging game coming up tomorrow night. High Point, great respect for Coach Smith, their program, the history of High Point basketball, and they have as a dynamic and offensive team as we've seen this season, without a doubt. I mean, if not the best team, one of the very best teams that we've played this year, regardless home, road, or neutral, and going to be a great challenge for our guys tomorrow night.
Coach, coming off a huge win against South Carolina on the road, winding down non-conference play here, getting ready to go into conference. Is this where you thought this team would be this time? Are they ahead, are they behind, or right where you thought they'd be?
I think it's so hard to say that. I think every coach in the country would love to be undefeated. Every coach in the country would love to be playing their best basketball, both sides of the ball, offense, defense, and have things established. We knew it would be a process, and it is a process. I mean, we're going through it right now, just trying to figure it out. We by no means did everything correctly the other day versus South Carolina. There's so much areas we have to be better. But what I can say is over the last couple weeks, excited about the way the guys have really moving forward right now in terms of trying to say, here's where our weaknesses are, here's where we've struggled in games early in the season, here's where our focus has been in practice throughout finals and when we had a couple 2 or 3 day stretches of practice, which are really important. I thought their focus and lock-in into those areas has been really good, and that helped us a bunch on Saturday.
85 points per game for High Point they're averaging. Just what do you
What stands out? I'm sure a lot when you watch the film.
Yeah, a lot does, like you said, and that's a great point. But they are dynamic in transition. They really get the ball out of the net quick. They want to score in the first 7 to 8 seconds of the clock, or they're willing to take shots then, and they make a high percentage of those. So our ability to be able to get back in transition defense and have an urgency there. They're one of the country's leaders in pace of play in terms of length of possession. A lot of that is because, in terms of short length, a lot of that is because they do play in transition so effectively. They have 4 guys that could rebound the basketball and push it. They take the ball out quickly, make off a made field goal. So it's going to be a real challenge for us, like I said, because they're as good an offensive team as we've played, and they have not done it just in a 2 or 3 game stretch. They scored 82 points the other night versus Wilmington. They've done this now 11 games into the season. So this is who they are, a dynamic offensive team.
Winston Tams didn't play the last game. Is that an injury concern?
No, there was a couple days prior. I think we talked about he was feeling under the weather, and I think sometimes, it just takes time to get back into it. But no, there's no injury concern.
It seems like you have found a little bit. Do you feel like you found a little rotation going in?
Yeah, I do, and that's a great point, and I think we're trying to get there a lot to your point and where we thought our team would be. I think every day where we are, our guys are competing to play. We have established a little bit of a rotation. Some guys have found their roles, but some guys that had really big roles aren't playing as much now, and I would suspect, and our coaching staff would suspect, those guys are going to fight their way back in. I mean, that's team sports, and that's what it is, and we're sitting here in kind of just the middle of the season. There's so much left to play. It just happens to be our last non-conference game, but just because of Winston or Quentin DeMunge didn't play last game and other guys have established themselves, we expect those guys to continue to fight, and I could see them being back in the lineup or back in the rotation without a doubt.
All right, Mike Schwartz ahead of East Carolina and High Point. Pirates trying to get to 9-4 in the non-conference record, and that would be a nice mark heading into AAC play. Temple coming up next Wednesday night in Minges Coliseum to open up American Athletic Conference action. All right, let's get our final break in. We'll come back and get ready to wrap up today's edition of Pirate Radio Live and head over to Minges Coliseum. We're back with you after this.
Jeff Stein for Brown & Wood, our special guest today. Jeff, the holiday travel season is here. Folks are going to be traveling. How can you help them out in the service department?
With the winter months coming, customers are putting on new tires, getting alignments, making sure we check their brakes. We also have an increase in parts inventory, so that's speeding up the process for the customer. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. To make an appointment, you can visit our website at brownandwood.net or give us a call at 252-355-6080. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. We are really proud of a Pirate football alum. We'll have some thoughts coming up next. Just like Pepsi, Jeremy Lewis from Greenville, born in Eastern Carolina.
This is Landon Minges with Minges Bottling Group. I'm the 4th generation of my family to have the honor of distributing Pepsi-Cola products to my neighbors in Eastern North Carolina. For over 75 years, my family has taken pride in this great responsibility, and we are proud to have remained locally owned and operated for over 7 decades. When you purchase a Pepsi in Eastern North Carolina, you are supporting your community and keeping those dollars right here in your own backyard. Support local, drink Pepsi. Go Pirates.
I watched the Grey Cup game last month, the Canadian Football League's Super Bowl. During the pregame show, the announcer said, quote, Stanley Bryant is the greatest offensive lineman in the history of the CFL, unquote. That is a mouthful. Goldsboro native and former Pirate has been named the league's Offensive Lineman of the Year 4 times. Stan also has 4 Grey Cup rings, and at the age of 36, he's still at the top of his game for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, after playing for many years with the Calgary Stampeders. You may remember Bryant transferred to ECU from Elizabeth City State and played on some outstanding teams under Skip Holtz. Stan still resides in Goldsboro in the offseason, and we honored him at a basketball game just a couple of years ago. He is a humble, first-class person. Stanley Bryant is a real credit to ECU and Eastern North Carolina. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass. Raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
What's up? This is Bryson Worrell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back for the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner. Be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at PR927FM. Join the over 61,000 followers today. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
All right. It is week 16, 3 weeks left in the NFL season. And Rob Gronkowski is putting out football fan thirst traps on Twitter. An hour ago, he tweeted out, "I'm kind of bored. Should we speculate? Is Gronk going to come back for a playoff run?"
That's what he wants.
He wants the speculation?
Yes.
He wants his name out there?
Yeah.
Either that or he's trying to drum up some sort of interest in something that some product he's pushing.
Could be. Either way, I guess something to keep an eye on. Would you like your team to get Gronk down the stretch? Could you use him?
A tight end? Yes.
I feel like we could as well.
A tight end for sure for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Hey, thank y'all for being here on a Compliment Wednesday. That was a lot of fun. Our hearts are full.
Very positive.
We will talk to you Thursday, 3 o'clock, our final show, live show of the year. So we'll see you tomorrow. 2 treasure chest winners and a whole lot of great guests. That's on the way. We'll talk to you then. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7